Hey there, everyone. We're back at it again with another stream. Today is actually the B day, so I went, did my work, hung with the fam, and now I'm over here spending a couple hours sipping some drinking in the night here with the rest of y'all. My co-host actually ended up being kind of late, so that's why the stream was delayed a little bit. I was trying to wait for him, and we're still waiting for him actually, so try and buy him a little more time here while everyone starts to make their way into the stream here. How are we doing all today? Hey, how are we doing, everyone? So, y'all already saw the thumbnail, but in case the thumbnail wasn't making it kind of clear, we're going to do a couple of things here today. We're just basically going to be hanging out, going to be finishing up my tier list video that I was doing for the villains here. I've been kind of bad about making these, like, stream video topics into separate videos, but, there he is right there. But, I'm going to try and make this one and actually one of those, but, we're going to be hanging out and, like, doing this tier list together. Then we're going to be moving on to this main unit thing, and that should be pretty fun, all things told. So how we doing today, Maps? We're doing pretty good, man?
I was fighting my life in that bathroom, man. Oh my god.
Yeah, so I heard it.
It honestly didn't help that I woke up like 10 minutes prior to sending that text message.
Oh man, he was really doing it. Here's a mild early. Thank you, crazy. Hey, Nebs. I got given $6.90. That's
Whoa, what's up?
crazy. He just donoed me $6.90 as a birthday present. Surely a man of class and culture. Thank you, man. I appreciate it as always. That's funny.
Speaking of which, what's up, Godsman? It's your birthday.
Oh boy, that does indeed sound familiar to me. The shelving didn't come today, but the shelving will be coming in a couple of days, and I can get everything all set up in the back. It's gonna be great, dude.
Nice.
Alright, seems like people are already coming on in here a bit. How many people we've already got? 7 viewers. Nice. People are coming on. So, what next? Tier list of characters you'll do next. So yeah, we're finishing up today. Let me actually, quick moment to go into the VC here so that I can stream with Neb so that he can actually see what's going on now he's here. Yo, it's your birthday. So, I actually don't know who these guys are, so I'm not gonna, like, rank them, but, we're gonna be finishing up Wheeldress with the whole Uniformers arc, and then also do the Divines, antagonists. They aren't all necessarily villains, they're villains or, like, antagonists. That's kinda how it goes. So we're just gonna kind of like, shoot the crap a bit here and figure out where they all go in this tier list. You already basically caught up with like my tier list at this point, relatively speaking, right, Nab? So you kind of have a basic idea what's going on here.
You put Luna in good, even though she was unconscious for most of it?
Yeah, it's because of everything that comes beforehand that kind of like sets her up for it. Because, and also, I mentioned in the video, but her and were kind of like a pair deal in this one. Because they're like so intrinsically tied. So I could have just easily had like be the image there. It might have been better, but she wasn't the one on the tier list. I didn't think about it at the time when I was like, I was adding selections here, mainly the divine stuff, but I didn't actually make a lot of the like OG tier list here. That was someone else, so it was just kind of recommended to me. So that's why I kind of like overlooked that at the time. Hey, welcome in.
Isn't that funny though? Like the not so villains of the two basically had no idea what she was doing like halfway through, like unconscious, but the actual villain of the two ended up joining the good side. So
that's funny. That is kind of funny to think about. Recall you used Bacon Colony. Oh, the dog dude. Yeah, I mean,
hold on, I'm seeing a war crime here.
What's the war crime?
Legion mate Aichi Sendo is in the same tier as V Series Aichi Sendo. That needs to be
one's the top of meh and the other one's the bottom of meh.
The top of meh needs to be in bottom of good, dude. Come on, don't do this. Don't do my boy like this.
Fine, alright. I hope you're right next to Ibuki. basically one related to the other anyway. So I guess it makes sense. It actually makes meh a singular block height now, so that's actually kind of nice, aesthetically speaking. I can bend the knee on some stuff here. There's not a lot of things that I would be super firm about. The main thing I would be super firm about is that Raul was the absolute bottom. I put him behind Haruka just to insult him even more, and that's what I want to do with him.
There's one thing I agree about this is that V Series Ibuki is definitely significantly better as a villain than OG Series Ibuki. They honestly barely focused on OG Series Ibuki as a villain. Okay, look, technically their backstories are exactly the same, is the thing with it. But the way that the Neon Messiah movie portrayed him as the villain with his backstory is very vague and very haphazard and very pretentious, I guess you could say. Like, it's the kind of thing that, that Evangelion fans would go crazy for. Like, oh, you gotta look super deep into this, man, in order to understand. Like, oh my god, man.
I'm like, bro, I don't care. Yeah, I feel you, man. I don't care about it too much. Like, he was just like, I was like, the reason he's in good mainly is, but he was the bottom good is because I liked him better than anyone in Meh, because at least he was intimidating. But that's like kind of like what he had going for him ultimately to me. How's my birthday? It was pretty good so far. I had to go to work today. A little bit of complications here and there, but that's just kind of like side drama stuff. No need to talk about. Overall, it's pretty enjoyable. Wait a minute. There are two of them. One is V series. Yeah, exactly. V series versions of the characters are different characters, which is why they're on the list, right?
Wait.
As separate amateurs.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Erishi and Rin is in the same tier and next to each other.
Yeah. They're the reason being is that they're really they both were pretty good like obstacles for Tokuhawk. But the thing is that these guys to me were my two favorite characters in G-Next. Like in the G-Next anime, they shined a lot, bro. I like their arcs. Big time. Big time. So because I look at the character as an overall enjoyment of the character, and sometimes that includes the character's redemption after the fact when they stop being like an antagonist, and sometimes when they become a rival. These fall into more of that category, right? So that's why I like them quite a bit. What about the Kage role user? When you saw him get beat, varying self-personality. Anyway, so I think we're all caught up on this stuff, right? You want to get into the new stuff, brother?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Gui. Oh boy.
Bottom of Meh or top of Forgettable?
Yeah, Gui's okay. He's better than Reverse Aichi. I gotta. Look. We gotta be real. He's got steep competition for forgettable and Meh villains. Can I just say he's got steep competition? And I'm personally Gui is Meh. I would agree that he's Meh. But I will say, though, that, like, even though he's Meh, I at least found the idea of Gui really interesting, but the reality of Gui wasn't as interesting. He's, he's a final boss kind of guy, so he had a lot of, like, gusto there, and he actually had a couple of pretty damn good fights. His fight with Yugioh, both of them, yeah, they're pretty good. Even though the first one is kind of BS because they jump skip a couple of turns in that fight, and those would be the couple of turns where Nirvana would kick his ass, but I'm going to ignore that because it's anime. Yeah, they're pretty good, right?
The only way I could see like Guy actually like winning during the fight skip is if he had if he had Meteor Flare Dragon and this one common that came in DBT 13, but at the time they weren't revealing DBT 13 cards yet, so that's probably why they skipped it.
Yeah, because I recall correctly, that was around like set like that was basically 12. When they were having the non-anime set, like DBT 11, right? Because they were already done with the mirror set, which is DBT 10, and they weren't ready for 12 yet.
No, the
were they ready for 12 yet by that point?
By episode 1, they were already starting to reveal set 12 cards because that's
because I guess they had it like because right after they were doing things like Omni Crucio, right? So so it's basically around set 12 era, so they're a little bit behind on that. But so yeah, that could relatively speaking make sense. I think his origins are cool, and that's nice. But then like God, you see, as an antagonist, he really gets dragged down because the uniformers like philosophy and how they implement them in the plot is so male managed. It feels really like weak sauce, you know, like especially when they're like, you know what, the day is saved, all is good. It's like, well, what about those disappearance cases and the whole like culting thing they were going on? And then on the other end, it's like, yeah, you know, the uniformers actually did kind of like have a point at least, but then like they make you go randomly ballistic. And I know that doesn't really have anything to go with Gui, but Gui's like the face of the uniformers like thing, so you know he kind of like takes some of the flack there because he was their like main flag bearer.
By the way, small note I have to make here. I really like that most of the GZ villains isn't forgettable or just bad, and Hiroki Peak isn't good. I love that shit.
Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, I mean, it's real, dude. I mean, and I feel bad for Gridora, I really do, especially because it's like right beneath Dark Beast.
Yeah, she has the same VA as Vita from Trails too. She's kind of
crazy, right? Yeah, it's unfortunate. Dumb J at least had a little bit of thing after that. To me, this is possibly Glaze, but I really like the one fight he was a part of, so he gets bonus points for that. But he's just forgettable at the end of the day anyway. The main reason why his fight is cool is because Chrono's using Messiah, and that felt like such a fan fiction moment, so it didn't really have to do with him directly anyway. It was just kind of what instigated it.
The fangirls went so hard on that. But yeah, Hiroki and good. I accept this. This is good.
Oh yeah, Hiroki's good. Oh yeah, Hiroki's good, man. I know a lot of people are like, you put me in front of Michiru, bro. I'm actually probably doing Hiroki a disservice putting him next to Michiru if I'm being real, but you know, I'm gonna. You're
doing him a disservice putting him next to V Series Kyo. I like V Series Kyo, but he's not Hiroki.
You know what? I'll do this.
That's right. Eat dirt, Michiru.
Yeah, I'll do this. I'm not doing this though. I'm sorry. He's at least better than these like Legion.
Dude, Rati should be way lower. I hate her character. She ruined Misaki so bad.
She did. Like, she really did like hurt Misaki so bad. But I actually did like the whole like cray thing that she had going on with Aichi, and that was like their sort of unique connection. Because I felt like that actually made them more legitimate of having a bond compared to like effing Philippe Neve, who was just like, hey, I'm strong and Aichi wanted me to be on his team, so here I am.
I'm European. Did you know that we need European representation and not just Olivier?
Yeah, no kidding. They had to do that twice for some reason. And then South America came in and ruined everything, unfortunately. Hate Raul. So this is Sophie. Somewhere in good, wouldn't you agree? I just don't know where to put her. I feel like she's good.
Honestly, I feel like she'd be bottom of good or top of meh. Like as a villain. Like
somewhere
really
like around here, I think I can agree with.
Let's put her above V Series. Not V Series, OG Ibuki.
That's a good place for her. Yeah, I would put her below the Luna pair, right? Yeah.
She does suffer from the I don't get enough screen time symptom, and what do you call it? Her winning against Raika in round 2 was not that believable at all.
Yeah, that was wild. And some people really like her for the whole like doggy thing that she does. I think the one thing about her that to me made her good in like a bottom of good, of course, but like barely good versus just like the mez, like where Gui's gonna end up being, is because of, ironically enough, something that happened in the same season that ruined Raika. Remember that bit where Raika basically scrubs out of Deluxe and she texts him just to freaking dunk on him? I thought that was funny. I thought that was a nice little bit from her character, right? Like you don't even get to see her, and I thought that was funny as frick.
That was pretty funny.
But it's like she's a gimmick, and I like her gimmick, you know. But that's all she is, you know.
What's even funnier is that she has the same VA as Corinne, and it's like these are two polar opposite characters.
Right? I mean, unless the fan artists are to be believed about Corinne and Aichi, but you know, we're not gonna go there. Poor Raika, indeed. Poor Raika.
Poor Raika.
The same VA as Suzune's mom. Man, that's unfortunate. But you know, I guess they got to reuse the talent somewhere. Suzune's mom's VA didn't get to pick, you know, how nice or not nice the role would be, I guess. So Jiki's a little bit of a weird one, right? Because
bottom of meh, worse than V Series Aichi as a villain.
As a villain, yeah. He does way better, like after he gets Alden and ends up doing good guy things. As a villain, literally the only thing he has going for him is aura, for the most part. Like, he's aura, he's got great facial features, like, yeah, he kind of piggybacks a bit off of Gui's fights with Yugioh and also Michiru, you know? I feel like that's the big thing. And, oh, and also against Urara. You know what I mean? It's those are good fights, but they're like only half his fights. So it's like half credit. Yep. So that's rough. He's better than really these guys simply because he's a bit more in the grand scheme of things. He was actually fairly significant, so it felt like his inclusion was meaningful, despite the fact that the season 2 and especially 3 overall was just kind of meh. These guys, they feel like a blip, you know. I feel like these could have been anyone, but you know, Jinky's character at least had some significance there, so that's why he's there. But it's like, yeah, he's not that great.
It is. It is again suffering from the not enough screen time thing, because his heel turn was like all in one episode. Like the setup and execution is all in one episode, which is really weird. It feels bad.
Yeah, right. And I must say that if we were doing it just differently, it was just Jinky in general, I would have put him as just an underrated character, because I feel like people don't give enough appreciation to Jinky after he kind of stood up to Gui. Because I actually think he had like kind of admirable goals, and he seemed like he could have been kind of an interesting character. But also a part of that is just because I have sheer bias and love for Alden. Alden's an amazing unit, but you know.
Well, if even Bushiro doesn't want to show appreciation to Jinky, then I guess we shouldn't either, right?
Oof. Unfortunately. Well, I mean, I don't know if we should do what Bushy does. I feel like we're just gonna make the same error as Bushy does.
Right. God.
Like, where does this end here, Nebs? Where's Helena go?
Okay. Credit to Harlona, she let me set up for that one joke we had in that one watch along. And for that reason, I like her. No bias here. Forgettable or just bad. Again, she really needs screen time. Actually, you know what? I do like how her as a character exists to make sure to make Urara's situation more complex. So put her at bottom of meh. Honestly.
But
like, I do like what she does for Urara's character.
That's getting kind of crowded.
Overall, okay. Well, let's not, what do you call it? Let's not worry about a tier getting too crowded or anything like that. Because like, if a franchise has a lot of mad characters, then they just have a lot of mad characters. Right?
That's fair. But Helena should be above Nanami. Oh yeah, I would put it. That was my initial resting place, was right below Gordora, but above Nanami.
I despise Nanami because she got in the way of my Kurumi shinship.
Clearly the most objective of reasons, right, man?
Dude,
clearly.
Okay, but like, what else is she? Like, she's nothing.
Yeah, and him and Aggravating Bro are like the same. I think the only thing you could say is, if it was in your position, you'd probably switch him, just because like he doesn't annoy you the way that she would annoy you.
No, they're both really annoying. I hate both of their characters.
Yeah, their characters are lame, dude. And honestly, if V-Series Kanzaki was added to the template, he'd be like right there too. He probably has like, to me, the biggest downgrade of a character in the V-Series iteration versus the original iteration. Like, what an unfortunate turn of events for Kanzaki, dude. I hated that. So yeah, I guess Helena, yeah, I guess we could put her like in meh. I mean, she's got a couple of good moments, which I guess is kind of what Jinky's got going for in his little villain arc. You know, he's kind of stealing like repeated half credits. She's just not as significant. God, I don't like V villain Aichi though. I kind of feel like this, you know? I feel like this.
You know what? Fair. Fair.
Yeah.
There, he was like acting all like, what do you call it? Like a sadomasochist, I guess.
Mm-hmm. It lacks all the nuance of a reverse fire is supposed to be. Like, of course, there's like Polya zombies, so it's not really quite the same thing. But you know, it's like
Polya zombies are fucking weird. They're weird. They're really weird. They're so comedic.
Yeah, I don't really get it. Suo better be really, really good. Well, it's good segue, Crazy. Okay, so next up is Suo. I feel like Suo's either like
dude.
really top of really good or like somewhere around here in peak. You know, Suo was such a solid and like antagonist force for like season 1 lines.
For some reason, I was gonna say bottom of really good.
Can we compromise and put him like somewhere near Shiranui or like Shiranui or I'm forgetting his name right now.
You know what? Bottom of really good is probably just me being like what do you call it? Conservative, because I have to admit, I used to on my free time watch Suo versus Masanori.
So many
near
times,
to the
right?
end. Just watch that so many times. So you know what? Can we put him between Inishi and Rin?
Dude, I can get that, right? I can get behind that. Dude, I can even say, just because of like his I got a funny one for you. Put him right below Masanori.
Oh damn. No, put him above Masanori. Screw him. Feels good. Feels right, doesn't it?
Kind of good. But now Masa and Ren are looking at each other. I could.
My God, that looks like a threesome. That looks really weird. That looks like a threesome, no?
Yeah, you know what? If we want to make it a little less weird, we could put him next to the other, like, edgy Crash House Silverhair who turns out to be a good guy later. You know, kind of funny. Oh, also, Deleter and Blankmeyer. You know, very Kindred Spirit decks. That might be kind of cooking, dude. Besides, Monster kind of like has more long-term impacts than Suo does as a villain, so I feel like he should.
Alright, fine, fair enough.
You know? But still, really good character, man. And I mean, for you, it's Suo and Monster, and I think that's honestly kind of a majority opinion. Most people really go back to that fight. The one I always go back to is the one with Akina, where right after that episode 13, which is just post Layla Morta hacks. Oh man. Everything from beyond that point is so peak in that fight. I loved it so much, dude. That was honestly where both Suo and Akina peaked for me. So, go figure, I'd watch that fight a lot.
You know what the problem I have with that fight? It just occurred to me why I don't watch that fight as much. It's, that felt like the final fight of the Dark Tournament.
Oh, where it kind of like pulled out extra bullcrap for the sake of pulling it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like it's so long.
It is long.
So
I actually like it for one reason. I love that they kind of subverted expectations by having Akina not sack the crit right on the clapback turn. He hits the draw, so it makes you think, uh-oh, maybe fate can't be stopped, but then he ultimately pulls it out. So they kind of get you on that little debate moment, right? And I'm like, I don't know, it kind of worked for me, but I guess it's kind of like a personal preference thing there. Masanori is my favorite villain in Cardfight D series, which honestly, I think D series wise, he's pretty close for me. I think the only other one D series wise is beat him is Mirai, because Mirai made Overdress for me, man.
After like the Vines movie come out, Masanori might shop to the dot. We'll see.
Yeah, right. And we're gonna have to talk about like predictions on the movie just a little bit, because I've got your girl Kurumi, guys, over on like the bottom here. We're gonna talk about, so we'll go into that a little bit more. Okay, so now we're in season 2 Divines, as we're getting to some of the destined ones. So we're probably gonna be dealing with a range of to okay, I guess. This is a
worse than Halona. Worse than Halona. Oh my god. Yeah. Alright, that feels right, doesn't it? That feels right, doesn't it?
Kinda. I'll tell you this one. I know it has to be right, because the moment I go here, I feel like the force push just happens. I goes bing, bing, bing. I can't go past that point, you know? I just can't do it. So I'll agree to it. I'll agree to it. Bro got robbed though, honestly. He had the potential to be like here. Maybe with really good care, here, chilling with Riker or something. But they didn't do that. No, they didn't do any of that. Bro was basically fodder, but put on a king pedestal. That was unfortunate.
Now, let's talk about a really good character. So,
where in good does he go? Where in good? Because I like this guy because of Kyoma Phantom as well.
Oh, I was about to put him better than Wakamizu, but you know what? 1 second. So let me explain my logic here, right? Okay. He was a minor antagonist. And he did his job really well to push Taizo's character. And you know, he had a really interesting conundrum. obviously he was mentally polluted, quote unquote, right? But all mental pollution does is break the chains that would otherwise inhibit you, restrain you, right? And from his perspective, he wants to free Taizo from his burden because Taizo does not have the resources, but Taizo says "nuh-uh" and challenge his philosophy really well. So for that, I think he should be better than V Series Aichi, because in terms of not V Series Aichi, better than legitimate Aichi, because in terms of his scope and his scale and what he does it really well.
Yeah, and honestly, I actually want to say that if we include some of the manga stuff here, which kind of gives a little bit more depth into understanding his character retroactively, I'd also say he kind of pulls ahead of Nyan Basaya Ibuki. He's kind of basically right here because they serve similar roles where they are like very stalwart obstacles relative to the opposing group for a deuteragonist sort of thing. Well, not deuteragonist necessarily, but like a supporting member of the cast. So they have similar roles, and I think they do it pretty well. One could even argue it's like this, but we're going to start getting into Glaze a little bit. But I really like him too, because there's a couple other auxiliary elements to kind of mention about Kiyoma. He has better aura to him. Like, I just feel like I like his character more than Kuon, and I gotta be completely honest. I know this is kind of niche, guys, but Kuon's English VA sucks dick. He almost doesn't.
How can it be? How can it be? How can it be worse than Raika though?
Look, honestly, I'm gonna be real. For me, it didn't matter with Raika. Raika had so much more momentum going on in Overdress, like season 1, that I'm like, that didn't really blip for me. When you're going down here and you're kind of like slogging near the bottom of the barrel, we're gonna hurl the small petty insults at each other. So that's why I'm bringing up dub VAs now for these guys. Like, I gotta be.
By the way,
was a.
By the way, why did you choose that picture specifically for Asuka?
For Asuka? Because it's actually to prove a point, which is the one reason why she's not like the top of really good, only down here, despite being such a pivotal mentor figure for Shinamon, is because I hated her fan service. I thought her fan service was really weird.
You know what? You're right. They should have put more fan service in Mikuru. You know what?
Your
I absolutely
bitch upside.
Mikuru and Nanabi are all only good for fan service. 100% peak. All right. Thank God we have such a best opinion.
I'm regretting now, bro. I'm regretting getting on here. But okay, in all seriousness though.
Realistically speaking, they put so much sexual tension between Shinmon and Asuka. It's really weird.
Yeah, because he's still a high schooler, and she's meant to be kind of like a pseudo mother figure in a way, or like at least
like 20 years old.
You know? Yeah, and the age gap, right? He's a high schooler, and she's definitely no high schooler. There was so much wrong with that. It felt like it was inappropriate. It was potentially criminal feeling, and on top of all of that, it certainly felt amoral and insensitive. Isabel fan service, on the other hand, or paw off. Bro, I mean, okay, I don't blame you for that, Gunmetal. I mean, I know some people are some real Isabel fans, and unit can have a bearing on some of these villains, especially if you're like Shiranui, who is the unit, so go figure in that case. But yeah, it's not gonna say right there. Happy birthday! Hey, thank you for saying so, Noel. Happy to have you in. But okay, so Clip searching a little earlier on the Yuna bit, right? Who's the next one? So I want to clarify here with folks like Yuna. It says villain, but these are more like antagonists. So when they fulfill these sort of like antagonistic oppositional role, they don't have to be bad guys, right? A few of them are not bad guys. I mean, shoot, Suzune's on here as well, and I would never call her a bad guy. Okay, I'm gonna be real. This is my shout right here. This is my shout.
Better. Yeah. Personally speaking, I would also put her in the same tier. Objectively speaking, she's probably higher than Kyoma, right? Because she was like actually actively about to harm Mikoto.
Thanks, Ant-Man. Well, kinda. The thing is that the one thing that's gonna put them above is they're really good in the rules. How they even have a really good fight with each other. The thing that gets me though, Naps, he has the manga stuff going for him, and I am including that here. Her manga stuff hasn't come out yet. If she gets her manga stuff, she would go above him personally, but she hasn't gotten that yet.
Honestly, that does bring up the question: should we include the manga stuff when Yuna is about to get manga stuff, but she doesn't have manga stuff.
Yeah, because ultimately I've come to terms with the fact that a tier list is always going to be dated at some point or another, so I just have to put my line in the sand and just accept where it is when it happens.
Okay, fair enough.
So yeah, but I agree with you. I think she's a little bit better because, well, they're basically the same, but it's like their approaches are different, right? You know, one is the stalwart, like, eyeball, no matter what, through hell and high water, right? The other one is the biggest fangirl that you thought you knew, and she's really adorable. I love it, and they have such a good fight where you sort of like get more insight into Yuna's character, but like Kyoma shines so well as a mentor figure, which is really good because he serves as a parallel to Taizo, who's also meant to be the guiding star, and conveniently, Taizo was the guiding star for Mikoto back when they were fighting the Fated Clash, right? So this felt very appropriate. I thought that was actually one of the better, like, stints of writing from Divine Season 3, funnily enough. Or no, it was Season 4, I mean, not 3.
Season 4.
It was 4, right?
Yeah, dog shit season.
Yeah, terrible season. This was a good part of it, though. Ironically, the filler fight.
This season that I personally felt like they doomed Mikoto's character to nothingness.
Oh, dude. Oh, God. They doomed a lot of characters, man. Honestly, Ruka should have never existed. I'm sorry. That should have been Kanami up there doing that just so we could at least get her established beforehand. Would have made things a fair bit better. Not, like, super better. I'm not going to, like, overblow that because, you know, Season 5 still has definite problems even with that fix. But it would have been helpful.
But the problem with that is that without Ruka's existence, what's his name again? Kagetsu. Kagetsu's character doesn't make sense anymore.
No, it does. Kagetsu's crash out should be over Kurumi's death.
I mean, maybe. Yeah. But like
they got like her death, right?
The thing is, the thing is, it's not just about that. It's about what he says to Akina, which is that, oh, you know, if you have a dream that you should go for it, right? But those are the same words that Ruka said to Kagetsu, and it ruined him. And you know, that's why he had the whole conundrum of, oh man, I said those words to Akina, and I'm going to ruin him if I don't see this through.
Well, what if Kurumi had just told him that at some point, right? You know, if you have a dream, go and chase it, and then like she who herself had a dream to win Deluxe, right? She ends up dying or whatever, right? And that makes him feel really like defeated in a sense. So maybe that's how his crash out begins. I could kind of see the line, you know. They just need to tweak the writing a little bit.
Maybe. Like, you know what? Yeah, that's a fair assessment. I do think that if she says that as her last words, it would actually have the opposite effect, and it would actually motivate Kagetsu more than ever, and he wouldn't be such a bum.
I would have loved that if they had actually taken it that direction, because Kagetsu is elite once he gets over his like self-deprecation arc, you know? When he stops giving up and he starts locking in, he's great, dude. Speaking of locking in, Senka never locks off.
Worse than Yuna. Okay. Controversial opinion. What I hate most about Senka, I really hate her VA. If you guys aren't aware, her VA is the same VA as Misaki from the original series. It does not fit at all. I like her VA in season 3 so much more. Like that was a replacement VA they had because Misaki's VA was, I believe, on a what do you call it?
Or something? I forget.
Yeah, she was pregnant. What do you call the leave?
They call that maternal leave.
Maternal leave. She was on maternal leave, and so they got this replacement VA for her. It's so much better. I hate how much better it is. It's so like
season 2. She sounded kind of like beyond her age in a way, but in sort of a charismatic way to me because she sounded kind of baller.
That's a problem.
She sounded thuggish.
That's the problem I have with it. Is she sounds like a MILF trying too hard to sound young. That's what it sounds like to me.
Sorry, Grandma. You're 30, not 13.
You're 30, not 13. I much prefer the season 3 VA. I wish they kind of replaced her with the replacement VA. It's so good. Like that Senka was so good. I'm so sad.
I felt that. We're gonna see the anime 100. Yeah, I felt that. Her English VA is weird. Oh yeah. You see, I'm not gonna try and hold it against her, but she has probably like one of the worst English VAs. I actually do not like. I prefer Kuon's English VA to her because like at least I can understand what Kuon is saying, even if I hate it. With her, I hate it and I don't always understand what the hell she's saying. So that's like a double whammy, dude. So what am I gonna do about that? Yeah, and okay, I will say though, I almost want to make an argument about, I like her more than I like Sophie. I think Sophie does her job slightly better than Senka does, because Senka only interacts with frickin' now once, and her interaction with Suzune is very like brief, and it kind of gets the first domino set, but you can tell it's definitely the least significant domino. So I don't know. I kind of want to do this, but I sort of like what we have going on here, where like the Destin ones are kind of like keeping up with each other a little bit. Sorry, Kuon.
Except for Cool.
Sorry, Kuon. Although, this is where you might get, brother, put the fantasies aside for a bit. As a character, where are we putting Hikari in her Destin one?
You know, I'm not the right person for you to ask this. Not because I have Hikari bias.
Had a feeling.
Yeah. It's not because I have Hikari bias. I have perspective bias. Because I'm in the same position as Hikari as you are with Akina.
What? What? Oh, hold up a second. I ain't heard this crap before. Explain yourself.
I 100% understand her perspective, because she's frustrated with her good friend, her older brother figure, being such a fucking sucker. I completely understand that perspective.
Right on my birthday, Nabs.
I'm saying it because I love you. So, perspective bias-wise, better than Senka.
I mean...
I'm sorry, no, I got to do you like that. It's not even because I love her. It's because I completely understand where she's coming from.
Oh, man. I mean, in fairness, she also gets, like... She also gets bolstered a bit, because one other art element to talk about is not just her and Akina, but also her battle with Erica was actually fairly impactful, in a way. I felt like they actually had a pretty good conversation there.
Wait a minute, Erica is not on this, is she?
This is actually something that I sort of like made an oversight on, but then like I guess I just never went back and corrected it. But I guess Erica, even though she's like an antagonist, I don't know, it's weird for her, right? Because she kind of stood in the way, but she wasn't ever trying to like do anything that would like thwart Akina necessarily, rather than she was just trying to save him. So I don't know, it's a little weird, right?
The ultimate goal is that she would rather die than let Akina be killed, is the thing with it.
Yeah, so I kind of feel like it was more of a battle between allies, whereas in this scenario, Hikari wasn't an ally because they were actually like in a team deathmatch scenario.
Yeah, but like ultimately, Erica dying would thwart off Akina's goal, right?
I guess, but like sort of in like because she equipped martyrdom on her, but yeah, I mean, you know, bad Call of Duty loadout aside, right? I guess you could make an argument. I mean, okay, so theoretically speaking, if we did put Erica, Erica was good. I think that despite the fact that her character was really oversaturated at the time, her initial reveal had so much aura. It felt like a great twist. It felt like the Divine Season 1 was already good, and crap was getting even more real. Like, I can't take that away from her, even if the writers decided to whip out the milk bucket and put her alongside Suo and demanded them to move, you know? You know, like, I can't hold that against her, you know, for what she ended up becoming. So, from that perspective, I would actually put her, like, top of good or, like, really below, like, the really good. Like, she's kind of hitting Asuka's level there. But Hikari doesn't really have that standout moment, you know?
I like her better than Senka, personally, as a minor antagonist.
Where would Shirogane go? Oh, that's a good question. Where would Shirogane Arazaxa go?
Shirogane? Zaxa? Oh, Zaxa. Oh,
actually, hold on a second.
Yeah, you know what? Just put them both in.
Let me just get them in real quick. Let me get her when she has like her outfit in real quick. Is there a good like one with her outfit? Whatever. I'll just take the generic stock image for now.
No, take the angry one. Take the angry one. Take the angry one.
Take the pissed one. All right, I'll take the pissed one. There's also the smug one people like, but the angry one's pretty funny.
Dude, I remember I remember when Curly Haired Hero on Twitter made a tweet with that reaction image, right? He made a quote tweet before the episode came out that said, "Oh my God, he's not the same person. Go to therapy, loser!" And everyone flipped out on him. Everyone got so mad at him.
Dude, yeah, I know. There was this. Remember when Suo was like in the process of like going through the final of like Divine Season 1, and people were like kind of getting on Erica's case for calling him a monster, even though he was like a victim of like severe trauma. Like people were kind of angry about that one as well. Like I kind of understood Erica's perspective because I mean, killing your brother will do that to you, right?
People seem to think that being a victim excuses your actions. It really doesn't.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It makes their actions understandable. That doesn't justify it, though.
Right, because at the end of the day, you still have to own up, which is why oftentimes when they're going on redemption arcs, they don't say, hey, well, that wasn't the me from back then. It's more like, I know what I did was bad, but I'm better now, you know what I mean? Like, that's the better way to approach it. So let's take a quick segment over on Shirogane, right? I mean, I feel like he's good, you know? Like, he's definitely my favorite of the uniformers if you discount Masanori.
What do you call it? I find him... His character is weird for me because I'm sure you disagree with me on this, but he's not really that villainous.
That's why I didn't feel compelled to bring him in initially, because I felt like he was just kind of like effing off doing what, which is also the reason why Megami is not here. Because I'm like, I feel like Megami just wanted to fight Big Bro after going through Duel Academy, dark edgy edition.
Big Vanguard.
I mean, I guess if I had to place Shirogane, you know, Shirogane actually kind of like...
Yeah, I
like
think
right
above Legion Mate. You know what? Yeah, above Ibuki.
Yeah, they feel like they're kind of comparable. Like, this feels like a good pairing. We got a lot of funny pairings. The blue hairs are also paired with each other. The Rens are in, like, the same column.
Oh my god. The same column, that's how you know he's a Vanguard player.
Truly, right? He has his Vanguard column set right there. Okay, so I do feel like she's definitely got more momentum going than the other Destined ones, and I actually do think I want to give her a little bit of gas and put her like right around Michiru. I want to put her. I want to give her that much gas.
If you're gonna put her above Michiru, I cannot let this injustice stand.
Only Korin is worthy of the slight, I guess. Only Legion Mate Korin may be given the dust shavings of Michiru's descent.
Oh my god.
Oh man, above Sophie. Above Sophie, but no, because Sophie has that moment in the deluxe arc, and I'm like, ooh, I don't know about that. And Sophie didn't have the moment before, right? Zoxa's kind of been in between her. Kote was
in between
angry suddenly. Hey, I mean,
real talk.
Kote's better than all these.
Talk,
like, what's up?
Real talk, I do really like Hikari's like whole minor villain arc, like how she feels, how she you can tell by reading just a little bit into that arc, you can tell that Hikari and Erika are in fact the same person because ultimately they're doing this because of Akina, right? Because they want Akina to save themselves. Like it's the same thing through different perspectives.
Okay, I'm feeling something here.
Nice.
I'm feeling this is the choice. That feels better. I like V-Series Kyo, I do, but you saying that right there, I agree. And to me, it's more central to her role when she was a minor antagonist versus him, where he actually spends a fair bit of time not really being a minor antagonist, relatively speaking. Yeah. So, yeah. I wish Odin became Queen of Destined One. Yeah, I mean, that would have been... Oh man, I bet it would have been so broken though. Well, I mean, we saw Animus and Odium, so I guess that's kind of how it could have been.
The people would have raged so hard if that had happened.
Right? Dude, I would have raged too. Although, I mean, honestly, I would have taken it over Levy-Dress. I hate Imperial. Imperial is so undeserved. Okay. Sybil. This is a tough one for me. Because
God.
I feel like I don't like Sybil as much as the majority of the fan base, but I don't dislike Sybil at all. I think Sybil was solid, and that's about as high and low as they go.
You wanna bias opinion?
What?
I think I'm pretty sure everyone here who knows me knows what I'm about to say. But Sybil at least deserves a minimum of good because she fixes Nao's trash fucking fit.
There we go. This goddamn outfit agenda again.
Listen, man, Nao's fit is so bad. It's actually like genuinely bad. Like it doesn't know what it's trying to be. Like the top is top heavy and the bottom is non-existent. It's so bad. I don't know.
Yeah.
It doesn't even look like she's wearing pants. It looks like she's wearing like latex shorts. Like
yeah.
it
Meanwhile,
looks so
you've
bad.
got like Sybil with the bell bottoms. Like, oh man, now that's some disco wear. I like that.
Dude, it looks like extremely good, and the top as well. Like she's showing a little bit of belly. Like unnecessary but appreciated, and you know the showing off the shoulders. Gratuitous navel. It's showing off the shoulders. It's a really nice fit all around, and now should have stuck with something like this. I understand that these two outfits are essentially polar opposites. Like one is a top heavy and non-existent bottom, and the other is bottom heavy and very light top, right? But they should have. She should have stuck
between
with
your
it.
preferences and my preferences.
Yeah.
In another way. Okay, so those are the outfits. Compelling stuff. Let's talk about the character. As a character, what's Sybil for you?
So the pants are a really good part of this character. I'm kidding. Okay, so Sybil is a very tragic character, right?
Oh yeah.
It is weird though. Like the reason why Sybil went on this rampage is not just a simple, oh, my friend died kind of thing. No, absolutely not. It hinges on the fact that he's a unison dragon and that their emotions are linked with the human host. So when Sparrod, that's the name of the human companion, died, he died happy because Sybil is safe and he wants Sybil to live their life to the fullest. Sybil misunderstood that as, oh, this guy is dying happy, and that's because he's doing everything the best as he can, which means everyone should do whatever they want until they die as a result. Like that's blind Mario tier level of misunderstanding.
Yeah. For my next magic trick, I'm gonna effing take over the world.
Like it's really weird. I do, however, understand it from a perspective of a child misunderstanding an adult. Like what's her name? Futaba from Persona 5.
Oh yeah, that's a good comparison too, because Futaba has like that same like bitter taste of tragedy in her story, right? Where you can tell that she's a victim bit, right? That is unfortunate. Although of course, right, Futaba doesn't do the heinous things that freaking Sybil attempts to do. Oh, and it kind of brings up an interesting point here with the, Sybil gave us Rakshasa, so Sybil can go into good. That's what he's saying. Now, I'm not gonna say Rakshasa alone will do it.
Sybil giving us Rakshasa should have put knock her down a tier.
oh, the hate boner. Man, I like Rakshasa. This is coming from the guy who's on Resile, Like you'd think I'd be like anti-Varga, but I actually like Varga a lot.
Well, Josh, I'm a Varga player. I was a Varga player.
Man, you hate everything you play. Case in point, Aquaforce. You think Aquaforce is nothing but self-deprecation cycle.
We're not gonna dive into that. We'd be here for 3 days. So
if you were gonna say hours upgraded to days for content. What the frick? So I guess my piece on it is that I do like that Sybil tragedy, right? One thing I must say about Sybil is And the mental pollution idea is actually kind of neat in a way. And the fact that that backstory does tie in with Hikari's sickness really nicely, and then it had that whole bit where Rezile's miracle does like eradicate the sickness there, but then the future Hikari kind of like passes over her version of Sybil. That's a pretty cool plot point, right? So I do like how they implement Sybil's abilities there, but of course it's very short-lived because it's really only a few episodes there, and beforehand, when the Decimals are doing their thing, it's like you mentioned before, it's influential, but it's not complete brainwashing. It just makes them do stuff that they were kind of on the fence about anyway, you know? It's like, yeah.
Yeah. So, that's a good point, because that fact, like, how the mental pollution works, honestly puts the concept of mental pollution above reverse for me. Conceptually.
It's interesting. It is interesting, right? Because they function similarly, but one's more severe than the other, which may or may not be for the best, right? Depending on how you look at it. So for you actually like the more subtle nuance of the mental pollution, right?
Right, because with reverses, they're possessed by the void. So as interesting as they are as villains, they're not inherently the same character as the unreversed fighters, which is different from the Phantom Fighters, because the Phantom Fighters and their original versions are the same, are one and the same, with different events happening in their life. So,
yeah, like Senka never changed. Senka like was unaffected, basically. Let's be real.
Whether she was mentally polluted or whether she's a Phantom Fighter, she's literally the same.
Your mileage may vary, as the car salesman may say. So yeah, that's a good point there.
Yeah.
Although of course we know that both mental pollution and the reverse get like negative by Psycholia Zombie, right? Clearly the most peak of the heel turns.
Oh my god, dude, Psycholia Zombies, when I first saw them, I was like, oh man, I'm in. And he delivered on that so hard, like, oh my god.
And now I'm like, yeah. Oh yeah, Vanguard peaked with Psycholia Zombie and Koshian Arc V 100%.
Vanguard,
anyway, I think we said enough to make her feel like good, right? Like I feel like Sybil deserves somewhere around here. They were significant enough for that, but they're not like they're not scratching the memorables, the super memorables, you know.
I like her more than V-Series Myojin.
Yeah, I can see that. Honestly, her being around the same as Reverse Kai is just another banger, like, duo. I like that side by side. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot.
Yeah.
I mean, if you kind of, like, do
duo,
the arc
bro.
here, right, it's like, Myojin being as fanatical as he is actually also kind of, like, fits here a bit. It's kind of cool. Shoot, they also have, freaking Toya and... Oh, get back there, Raika. Get back there.
Wait.
These two go back.
No, go back, Raika. Go back. It's fine.
You know, actually, the fan service does really hurt me, man. I can do it. I was pairing them together because they were like both like Shadowverse arc villains, but no. This is probably more objective.
Oh, hey, Esuka and Ren are neighbors, but Ren likes Esuka's house more. So how about you just shuffle them a bit, and we'll be on our way.
This is fine.
No. V-Series Ren should be higher based on backstory alone. All right, let's not kid ourselves.
But the Ren column, bro. I like the Ren column.
She don't know that bad. Come on.
Bro. Oh, and besides, honestly, I do have another argument, which is that Ren is pretty impactful in season 1, but afterwards, Ren feels like very like extra, super extraneous to the plot from that point on, and he's just kind of their job to like actually strong characters. So whereas Asuka, I felt like, what's up?
Psycholia Zombie Ren was pretty good when he fought Asuka though. And
I actually don't like that fight because it's just a husk of the original engagement between Ren and Reverse Asuka, you know? Like, just, to me, not nearly as good as that.
Gus Blaster is not reaching for him, you're right.
Yeah, dude, and what's crazy is in that one specifically, he was doing like the Mordred on the Mordred on the Mordred play, which I thought was funny as frick. It's like, the final blaster dark, no! Okay, so Kagetsu, the Moon Man, the Crash Out Man. Okay. I like Kagetsu. What about you?
I love Kagetsu. Better than V-Series Kyo.
fair, but I feel like he can go a little higher. I think he can go a little higher, you know?
You think you can go a little higher?
I don't know. I mean, Hiroki is hard for me. I can't lie.
So, he's a more than anything, he's a mentor figure, and he's not villainous, but he does. Okay. So, I don't understand people's perspective on this, but I really like Akina's development in season 3. I don't like season 4 at all, but I really like Akina being like, oh, you know, all this time I've been playing Vanguard for the sake of other people, but you know, I want to play Vanguard for myself. I really like that. And people, because of their hatred for Akina, okay, this is me spitballing here, but I assume that because of people's hatred for Akina, they basically dialed this down to, oh, he's just copying Nao now, and Nao has got nothing to do. No, I completely disagree. Nao should have progressed in the Divines tournament.
Yeah.
It's not Divines tournament, in the Deluxe tournament. Right?
IHO, it hurts me to say it, we didn't need Mirai to go to the season 4. I feel like Mirai had nothing good to do in that season.
We genuinely did it. Like, they I'm gonna hurt you even more. They made Michiru. It's not Michiru. They made Mirai progress just so they can make that stupid Danji's cheating on me with Michiru.
Oh yeah, the bro-con moment. No. Unironically, this is the reason why Mirai falls short of Kansaki is because I gave her bro-con div. I gave her that. I gave her the crap for that.
Funny because Brocon diff actually would have put her higher for me, but you know that's neither here nor there.
Oh right, I forgot your depravity is exceptional some days.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, now being able to progress in the Deluxe tournament should not have hinged, or rather should not doesn't have anything to do with Akina wanting to be a pro like now. Like this bit of criticism is so weird. It's so unreasonable. Like I really like what Kagetsu did for Akina's character. So
yeah, and we have to admit that Kagetsu, despite, to me, the moment that we get over Kagetsu's crash out reason, right, which is probably where I think, to me, that's where a lot of flack goes for Kagetsu as far as like him directly and not just in association to Akina's, you know, bit where he's like the mentor of Akina a little bit. Kagetsu's a pretty solid character because we have to imagine that he is probably the only indication of a larger plot that exists in the Deluxe arc in general. Him handing out the Mythicious and kind of going around and training up these fighters is the only real natural cycle we have to Season 5. So he serves a really pivotal role that way. And just the existence of the Mythish and Rifistor specifically is so fascinating to me. I thought that added a really nice flavor because Rifistor literally is the card representation of Akina's growth, overcoming personal trials in the Deluxe, which are kind of like, I guess, you know, pre-trials to the retrial of the moon, right? And then he finally grows. He has that moment where he finally manifests Rifistor from the Moon Gate, by the way. Rezile summoning Rifistor from the Moon Gate is aura. Just such a cool Uno reverse mode where he just uses it against Face Ruger there. Amazing, right? And Kagetsu really propagates a lot of these things. And also he has some other like good moments to talk about. That bit where he's able to detect the feelings between like Nao and Akina, right? Immediately. This is actually kind of what he's got going on right here. Like that's a good moment. How can we forget the moment where he says miracles can be created and he just throws out the double trigger thing? I almost kind of don't want to bring up that moment. Yeah, it's so cool. There's the only sad thing about that moment, and this is not on him at all, it's on us as a community. Ever since that bit, we got so obsessed with trigger compression. I know as a community we got so obsessed with that crap because of that moment, bro. Everyone, especially the Keter bros, are like, trigger compression, it's statistics. I hit that double critical because statistics.
But deck thinning is deck winning, right?
Yeah, deck thinning, right? And then they just call it compression, right? You know, Kagetsu did it, so you know it's science now. It's like it's anime back science.
Oh my god, that all bio player from way back when is feeling justified now.
Yeah, right. Oh my god, dude. So us as a community may have taken it a little too far, let's be real, guys. But it was a really good moment. And it also cemented that, yeah, this guy feels really strong and powerful. Another thing that's, like, controversial, but I actually think Kagetsu looks good in, but, you know, maybe not so much the other side of the table. When he off-screen diffs Rika...
That felt so bad. That was so bad. Dude. He fought right. What do you call it? Raika got off screen by Kagetsu, but for some reason, Kuon versus Raika actually was shown, like the near end of it. That was shown, which is so weird.
I don't get it. They literally, and I think the only reason they did that is just to give Kuon a little, you know, something before he accomplishes his role as a jobber once again. And probably for the last time, let's be real, he's just getting ignored in season 5 as a fighter.
Honestly,
who knows, man?
Genuinely, Mirai's and Raika's placings should have been switched.
So I gotta say, Mirai is the reason why Mirai is above Raika is because to me Mirai made Overdress as 2 seasons. Raika.
Sorry, I don't.
Oh, what's up?
Apologies, I don't mean the tier list. I meant in the blocks. I meant in the deluxe.
That makes way more.
Apologies.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because dude, that could have been so. Oh man. Okay, so. The only reason I think they did that is because they wanted the Raika Akina fight. That's the reason they did that crap. That's the reason. Because obviously they wanted Kagetsu versus Akina, and then they wanted Raika versus Akina. The thing that's so unfortunate to me is whoever is the 4th man in that block is basically just being told the game was rigged from the start, you know, and he gets capped in the head.
Yep.
And that person is, of course, our resident destined failure, Kuon, right? But anyone else there would have been there. And this could have been the one where, honestly, if Senka was there, I would have almost, like, put, like, meme posts of Senka winning Deluxe just to meme it. It's bad, dude. It's real bad. Michiru versus Raika would have been cool. Oh god, yeah, I know, in the finals, that's what should have happened. Like, if you were going to make now not convert, I would have understood it if you were trying to get, like, Raika up in there, because Raika has, like, a different area of expertise as far as fan loving. But Mirai is a Dragon Empire waifu, right? And has a really solid, like, connection to her protagonist in a very similar way that, like, Now does. So Mirai just kind of, like, womping on Now and moving on 3-0 just kind of feels a little bad, you know? It just feels like they placed the fan service over a character who genuinely desired and deserved to make it to stage 2 deluxe, you know? It's like Mirai didn't need that as a character. Now did. Why did they do that?
Nao's character was poorly handled, but that's that's just another thing that, you know, Akina's character shouldn't be criticized for a bad decision like this. Season 4 definitely soured, like, everyone's, like, perspective, because Akina shouldn't have won. That should have been literally anyone. Like, I think that was the longest
time I was on the Suo pack. I was on the Suo pack for the longest time. I don't know why. I just wanted him to do it. I just thought, you know, his pure desire to fight made him qualified.
Genuinely, Akina. If Akina had lost at any point in season 4, that would have been perfect for the whole the Vanguard tradition of the protagonist losing, right?
Yeah, you know, especially to me, he should have lost in season 3, like, not converted. I would have preferred it if what they had done is they had engaged a lottery system, and instead of Akina, Raika made it up there, so he got a chance to fight Michiru, and that was the big thing. And then what happens is Raika makes it to the finals for the 3rd time, but then he gets dethroned by someone like Suo, Now, or Erika. In this hypothetical reality, I would have preferred Now the best, because that was Now's goal. Also, in another hypothetical, if Kanami was allowed to be there, I could have accepted that as well, because Kanami has a dream for Deluxe. There's a lot they could have done there, and they just didn't do it, but we're kind of digressing. So ultimately, is this what Takatsu should say, or should we put him up a bit? Because I feel like I want to put him up a bit. I like him better than Sybil, you know?
let's put him above. Let's put him below Toya.
Okay, yeah, I can agree with that. That's not a bad placement. So,
Yeah.
Suzune.
I love her.
I love her a lot. Now, guys.
Okay.
I may
She's
or
my
may not
type.
have a bit of a bias for the Phantom version. You know, I might, just a little.
Let's forget the Phantom version. Suzune's my type, 100%.
Screw your taste, birthday boy. It's about me today.
Screw you, Suzume. See, well, I mean, they're the same person. It's just that their upbringing is.
She's better, Homer.
Significantly different.
She's not better, Homer.
Their upbringing. I like my wife who's like how I like my coffee, traumatized.
Brother, what? Oh man,
No,
that's
I'm kidding.
unfortunate.
So,
Here I thought you were gonna say Pitch Black.
the Pitch Black, no, I'm not gonna continue that joke. So, I mean, her manga version, is probably pretty good, but I hate Artisaria Phantom because it's the additional battle phase is so fucking pointless. There's probably a beginning of battle phase skills that makes that not that pointless, right?
Yeah, like the
But
Odin
like
thing.
this isn't Magic the Gathering. This is Vanguard. Additional battle phases doesn't do anything.
Yeah, like realistically speaking, additional battle phase is more just a balancing mechanism thing, right? So it's just kind of whatever. I do agree. I don't like Artisaria Phantom's gimmick. It's pretty like whatever. Like I look at that, it's like, wow, it's different. And that's it. It's not different in a significant way. The character is good though, and I actually like the regular Suzune a fair bit too, because her family pressure is a generally good story, and I think Suwo actually having a side quest here to try and be Suzune's one is a really heartwarming thing, and probably the best part of season 3, dude. Like on God, and she is a big part of that.
I really like. What do you call it? I really like that the way they link their similarities. Like Suo's like, oh, I used to be empty. I know that you're empty too. I really like that. Like the romance liver in me fluttered. I really
It was great.
that.
It was great. You know, it was heartwarming, and also I think this was also like the beginning of Suwo's "the man with a good speech" arc began, because he always seems to have really solid dialogue. You know, he's giving dialogues to Suzune, he's giving dialogues to Etika, he's giving dialogues to Ryuga. He's given like hella speeches, and they're all great, you know. And that's why they told him to kick the bucket, go moo. Like, holy crap, dude, poor guy. So yeah, she's pretty good. I almost want to say that, like, both have, like, tragic story here, right? Although he's more like a self-imposed fallacy. That was kind of his downfall. Well, relatively speaking, he, obviously, he got a friend, and that brought him back on the right track. She got on the right track from, finding a friend as well, even though it was a family-imposed issue. So I think that's great. So I want to put him there also because I just kind of like that Kagetsu and Suzune, same season, kind of paired up. It's kind of nice, we're doing that a lot, but I just think it kind of like feels good,
I agree. Alright.
Okay. Anything before we move on to Parallax?
No, nothing. We're good.
So.
Don't you worry, Josh. Don't you worry. Put him below Castile. Don't
Solid.
you worry.
Dude, I love that this is above Domjeet, because I actually piss on Domjeet's grave. Oh yeah, this is good. I'm okay with this.
Man, I can't believe you treat our.
You know what? As a matter of
fact,
no, I can't do it. He's
no,
fought too
don't
much.
put him lower.
Yeah.
He has PTSD, dude. Come on.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think it's actually more just significance-wise. He actually did play a fair bit in G-Next, so he's more significant than them. I can't do it. This was mainly just bias. So Phantom Suo was just a blip on the chart. He was just there as a tutorial fight against Akina, and then it's like the one thing about Phantom Suo I do like is he really starts off the trend of, wow, you know what? I actually kind of root for Phantom fighters.
I also really like the plot twist, which is like, oh my god, Suo just walked up to Akina. He's about to offer his assistance as a vintage fighter. Blankmire Phantom. Oh no!
Yeah, Blanked by your Phantom was a moment, dude. I mean, and that's why this is a good screenshot for her, right? Because yeah, this was a moment.
That was so nice and shocking.
Holy crap!
That was
dude.
so cool.
Dude,
it's just,
and to this day, that's
again,
your Honey Boo Boo Phantom. You love Blankmire Phantom.
it's the only playable one, so yes.
Oh! Oh! No. Trust. They will never see the Elementaria, dude. They will never see it. We're good, alright? We are going to party, guys.
Oh, all fart? Oh my god. Okay,
yeah, they will never see the Elementaria. It's like they taught me back when I played football. The football goes to the team who wants it the most. I want them to not have Elementaria more than they want to have Elementaria. We are fine, guys.
Oh my god, because that's definitely the kind of thing that can be quantified. Anyway,
science.
This is suffering from Suo suffered from the not enough episode screen time, because they were trying to do a whole like, oh look at Ryuga, Suo, and Kurumi being like the tragic trio, and you know, I feel you, but no, it's not the same thing.
It doesn't work.
Good.
It doesn't work at all, especially
time.
because like new character, overused character, but reskinned.
Honestly, I don't even like the notion that Suo is an overused character. And the reason I say this, right, is because that criticism hinges on the fact that it's admitting they have to do 12 episode seasons, but they don't. They never did.
You know what? That's an astute observation. He's only overused by comparison.
Yeah, he's only relatively overused. I do agree that Mikoto deserves more screen time. But that's
fine. Oh, bro, you know what? I got another one. I got another villain. Alright, go ahead. But she got her screen time. She's gonna get her... Oh. Peek! We're gonna get that in peek. We're gonna save that for the end, boys. No, you say you're gonna save it to the end. I put it like actually at the end. Yeah. Oh wait, are we actually? Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, I just helped you save some time. Yeah, thank you. And while the structure of manga and anime is just really weird, and it feels really bad because Yuna's coming up, and Mikoto's gonna get her fight in that, which is, you know, it's much deserved and much needed. But the problems is that there's three problems. That one, we know for sure that Mikoto's gonna win. Two, how do we know that this is gonna be any different from the Destin 1 fight? And three, again, it's just one fight. The structure of this whole thing is really bad because there should be way more mythish fighters, and it shouldn't start with a manga. This is a two-season plot setup minimum, because without the stakes to show like, oh, this mythish fighter died, that mythish fighter died, without any of that, the sequence of them getting additional allies like Erika and Suo is ultimately undermined. I do think how they rejoin the fray is really interesting. Like isn't it cool that like in the middle of something somebody just went, oh my god, someone's going through the trial of the moon, oh my god, like that's a really cool concept in a long shonen anime. Cool concept work? Yep, Kagetsu. Yeah. And in a long-standing, long-running shonen anime, a rule-breaking moment like that would have blown minds. Mm-hmm. But this is a 12-episode season with limited mythish fighters. Yeah, it's an asshole. Like what's a good rule-breaking moment in a shonen that you like, Josh? I don't know if this would qualify as shonen, probably does, but I actually do think that Fate series has BS like that left and right and center. At any moment in Fate series, they're gonna do crap like that, right? Like, for instance, I got a good one for you. Shiro, in either of the times he defeats Hercules.
Okay.
Kind of an asshole.
Let's not talk about.
Bro killed him 7 times.
Let's not talk about Fate because that show does not like even its own rules. No, I'm talking about a rule breaking moment that's good, like in Bleach, right? Like what do you like?
You know what? Oh, like a good rule breaking moment, like one that you think is like cool that it does things that way.
Yeah, it does things. It's impactful because it challenges the world's rules in a very interesting and nuanced way.
Ooh. One Piece. I like One Piece is cool because in One Piece they have this thing about devil fruits, right? But there's where you can only have one devil fruit, but then Blackbeard is actually an exception. He has the Yummy Yummy no Mi, and for whatever reason, this devil fruit has the ability to help him subsume other devil fruit abilities, and then later on, he doesn't just take them, he can give them to others. He can actually, like, basically transmit them to another ally. And that's really cool, because this kind of, like, makes it a little bit more flexible about what exactly is the reason why you can only have one devil fruit, but he can hold multiples. And then they mention this element where it feels like he's got multiple souls in his body, right? And it's like, oh, so the devil fruit rule kind of expands on a spiritual level rather than just a physical level. So I think that was a cool moment of like hey, we broke the only one devil fruit per person rule.
See, that's what I'm talking about, right? It challenges the world in an interesting way because it had setup, and it's a thing that's been established for long, and it challenges it. It challenges it in an interesting way, right? It's not just an asshole.
Right. I get what you mean there. I do want to mention real quick. Bori made a really funny point. I was like, I got a good rule break for you. Aaron not letting them go to full. Aaron not letting them finish their anime transformation.
As a Toku fan, that really hurt me in my soul. Don't do that.
Right. He didn't let them finish. That's so sad, dude. On God, crazy. I get you, dude. I get you. Why did they not let Makoto fight Megumi? I felt like that was offered to her on a platter, and they just made Erika do it because Erika needs screen time. Erika and Suo must be fed, bro. Anyway, so okay, kind of like paneling it over, right? Like, there's good examples of breaking the rules and bad examples of breaking the rules, and in this case, it really only because of the hyper fast 12-season pace, it became a bad break when it could have been a good break.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a good point. Unfortunate. So, and honestly, I kind of agree with this. This guy, you mentioned it before, but he could go here, but we don't know.
Just put him next to. Realistically speaking, he's the same character as Masanori, but with different perspectives. Just put him next to it. It's fine.
That's fair. Yeah, that's really fair, right? Because these are obviously different, like Suos, right? But this is just hell. He puts on the same outfit at the end, right? So screw it. It's just the guy.
Literally, he just went, "I will go with the look that you're familiar with when it comes to Masanori." Like, whatever.
Baller moment, by the way. I like that trip. So Ryuga's a little bit of a tough one to me because I feel like Ryuga's backstory is more impactful than Ryuga's like struggle to me. You know.
Okay. Can we make a new tier, please? Call it disappointment. Hey, put him there.
Ooh. Hold on a second.
Think
Can I
about
actually
it.
make a? Can I actually make a new tier? Let me see if it'll let me make a new tier. It might not let me make a new tier. Oh, if I go normal view, it'll like reset everything, so it might not work out.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like you can do it. All right, that's fine.
Yeah.
Let's put him. I want to put him above. No, I'm gonna put him below Legion Mate Aichi.
Ooh, interesting.
I really like him. I really liked him. His backstory is good. Like he's like he's the victim of the original world, right? But the purpose of his character, and this is what Divine Season 5 was trying to do, but failed significantly, which is that as hard as reality is for us, you cannot just rely on illusions to save you. You have to actually face it and fight for it and fight for the happy ending that you actually deserve in the real world. They had two instances. That one instance of doing this really well, which is Hiroki versus Tayo. That was really good. But no, that was like, well, okay, you figured it out, but wow, like the like
Bro
it's a
got
good
honed to be
instance.
on his app. He said it, bro. He said it. Bro
God
got
damn it.
honed. Bro, Andrew put it
God.
best. Bro can't break 2 to pass when it counts.
Oh my god. But yeah, the whole the whole Suo versus Ryuga fight is amazing to me in terms of its dialogue because of
Yeah.
what Suo says. He says that illusions can never become reality to me, right? The whole point of this is to say that no matter how hard reality becomes for you, you have to face it and move on, because if you delude yourself this much, it's gonna come back and eat you, right? The Phantom World doesn't have any consequences like that. It's just, oh, this world is happy, right? They keep bringing it up, oh, this world keeps preying on other people's life over and over and over again, but they hardly show the consequences. And the consequences that they do show can easily be reversed. Like Kenta being bullied, Akira walk up to him and become friends with him.
Right.
Raika
You
being
know?
part of this gang, he seems happy. All right, why are we? What's the consequences here? They neglect to show the actual harsh consequences of the Phantom World at all.
Yeah.
Which is why most people are so against him. But what Suo says to Ryoga in that fight is really poignant, and it brings up a good point. If you guys want an actual like series that actually delves into this concept really well, or I guess not like really well, but the consequences of the Phantom World that's missing. If you guys want a series that like delves into it really well, you guys can play Trails to Zero and Trails from Azure, Trails from Zero and Trails to Azure.
Oh
Because
yeah, the Kia element, right? That
The
was
Kia
a cool
element.
bit. God, what a twist! You see, that's the kind of crap where I'm like, whoa, recontextualize your franchise and in a cool way. What the frick?
Yep.
That was great. But yeah, I agree, right? He it's what he represents that's great. And that's about it. Something else that kind of like helps him out here. I like this meme placement for him, so I think I'm gonna keep him there. But something to really note about Ryuga in particular is he is a character who feels like he's not quite done yet. I feel like there's a possibility he can come back in some form or fashion, right? Which means that he has the opportunity to go up in life later on. There's a couple other characters who are kind of like this right now. We've got, of course, Yuno when her Phantom comes out, right? She can be very debatable in one way or another, right? But he is one of them, so he has mobility to him. But as we find him right now, it's more about what he is and who he is. And I do like Alphard, of course. I think Alphard's really aura. And I actually forgive him for, being the Queen Slayer, right? I forgive him, right? Because he was just, a pawn in a greater villain's game. But as a result, you can almost say, well, yeah, he's just kind of like not exactly the most impactful. He's more about his message. So yeah, he's kind of feels like he's right in the middle here. I can appreciate that.
Oh, another thing. Here's actually a good consequences of the Phantom World. In the Phantom World, him and Yuya, is that his name?
What, the friend?
No, not Yuya. The friend. His name was like something, but him and the friend were not friends. Were never friends. Like that's a good consequences.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. I kind of like that. I mean, I think if you're talking about like raw Phantom consequence, there could potentially be other like consequences in time that could happen, but yeah, like Phantom World actually seems like pretty nice in a lot of ways. But also Phantom World, one of the best versions of the Phantom interpretation is when it's kind of like a debate rather than just, oh, they exchange one being pretty good and one being less good. The best interpretation was actually Susanoo Phantom, because do you know Susanoo Phantom's like big difference? And I don't mean aesthetically.
I've heard about it. She grew up with her Grammy.
Right, yeah, her parents died. But she loves the clock shop, she loves her grandmother, she seems like overall a more like happy and expressive girl. But her parents died, right? And she does kind of lament never being able to actually meet them and talk to them, even though she has memories of her original self where she knows what like her mother in particular was like, you know, she knows that hardship. That's a bit of an interesting case, right? So they have potential for it. I think, again, it has to come down to the manga doing it. Megami. I mean, she was cute. I'll give her that.
She is, got,
Gunmouth, Megami is peak! If she breaks, she's a thought!
I was going to put her below Suo Phantom, but put her above Phantom Suo.
Yeah, I can get that. I will say, I actually do like her a little bit more, because even though she is very unimpactful and just kind of like a one-off fight the way Suo is, I don't want to say that she's forgettable or just bad, because I actually do think that she has two moments that I really like. One is that she's really funny in the community for being preferred over regular Megami for a lot of people. Also, that one like sadist moment during her fight with Erica is actually genuinely like oh my god, that's great. So
she has the potential
alone,
to usurp Sophie as a sadist.
Yeah, right. And I feel like that's actually like
as a sadist, I mean, not as a character.
obviously, right? But like, you know,
I don't know. It's like a minor thing. Like, put her above Kuon. I think we can agree on that. But,
you know what? I've also got to say something else straight.
Okay, thank you. Megu Mid will always be Megu Mid, alright? Like, let's not get it twisted.
Yeah, and besides, he deserves to be closer to his fellow apostles, let's be real.
But
Megami is mid, you're right. Megami is just not great.
Megu Mid will always be Megu Mid.
Mega Mid. Being proven from Megami and Paralactic more likable. Yeah, I think if she had anywhere near the representation that regular Megami had, she would have been up here. She'd been great, you know. But they never gave her time. So that's her one key flaw. You know, the greater machinations, right? Here's a Phantom fighter I want to talk about, bro.
So this guy gives me mixed feelings.
What's your talk? What's your shout?
I like I like that he became a Dragon Empire failure. Did I say failure? I'm sorry. I like that he became a...
Dude, I'm laughing for two reasons. I'm laughing at that, and I'm laughing at Gunmetal, who... You don't want to know what a Gunmetal's arguments for Megami Phantom? She's still alive.
What? She's still alive? That's a point against her, I'll have you know.
Where's my martyrdom? Weak resolve.
So...
Fake antagonist, bro.
Fake antagonist. So Raika Phantom gives me mixed feelings because I like that without Michiru he doesn't have the he doesn't have the motivation to win. He essentially becomes a shell of what Yu could have been. Realistically speaking, he's in Yu's position now. Like, he's the leader of Blackout, he's wearing a red jacket and doesn't enter much tournaments. I completely get that. I 100% get that, right? However, all of this comes as a result of not letting Raika fight Michiru in Deluxe.
Yep.
All that build-up, all that setup, and they finally fight, and Raika is not even his real self, it's his phantom self.
And that is such was their best fight.
Yep. It is
Yep.
such a slight. It is such a blight. It is such a fright that
You
Raika
might.
did not get his to fight his light, and I find that very unfortunate.
Damn. To make all those rhymes, you must be very bright.
Thank you.
Okay, so that's a very fair point. I do think that he also, because he only has one fight, but it's a really peak fight, it's like I do want to regard him, but obviously like characters up here have a lot of fights and you know they have big moments, and he's more of like he's like a side event. I do want to do one thing, and I think you can agree with me on this.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Yeah.
I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna give him justice with that single motion. I have problems with Michiru. Michiru is really the dead center of this entire tier list IMH.
Yeah,
like
no,
the
that's
dead
completely
center.
fair.
Yeah, I felt bad, man. But like this guy actually gave Raika justice like after his big slaughter in like deluxe. I want to give him credit for that. And he has a really cool thing. So if this guy, if he comes back somehow, I'm all for it. Gabrielius, where would you put Gabrielius in all this? Because I feel like he was a victim of writing, but he's a cool character.
Scarlet doesn't like it. I'm gonna put him next to Phantom Raika.
Yeah, that's fair.
I like him a lot.
Dude, the more we put all these really big time like characters, and then there's just Yo is just
Kyo.
sticking there. What the frick?
I disagree with this tier list because Kyo and Yuya should be a switch.
Wait, Yuya? Yuya?
No, sorry, not Yuya. Tetsuya.
Oh, Tetsuya.
They should be switched.
Oh, Tetsuya
Tatsuya.
hate. Ooh, okay. Well, not even
Tatsuya, I
hate because
guess
good
it
is still like good, but yeah, not Queenslayer. You
I-
think?
I-
Wait,
Dude,
is
this-
Gabrielius Queenslayer? Why would Gabrielius be Queenslayer? Because
No. Oh my god, put him in Queenslayer. He killed O. Put him in Queenslayer.
I'll put him above
Yes!
Ryuga though. In fairness,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay,
That's
actually,
pretty good.
yeah. That's
Okay,
you
that's
know
pretty
what?
cool.
Chat contributed big time there. That makes sense.
W chat. W chat.
W
Okay, that's
chat
pretty cool.
indeed. Oof. Yo, Huggy the Goat. You can't say I'm wrong. Well, considering what I put him, I guess I can't. He's a good character. Obviously, like his fights are like fairly brief, but like I do appreciate that twist at the end where it turns out that he wasn't the end all be all, because it does feel a little contrived for it to be Gabrielius at all things considered. But the fact that he was a dude who was just a phantom who was so exceptionally determined and like I guess powerful in sort of a weird like card game shonen scaling sense, that he sort of stole the world from Kurumi. That's kind of a fun plot point. I do appreciate that fake out, but it wasn't even like an intentional fake out with her. She just had to go to plan B and make it work really well. That's cool, and his unit's pretty good. Do you got like any standout moments from Gabby here?
I like that out of all the fighters, out of all the Phantom fighters, he feels the most Phantom fighter like. Does that make sense?
I think I kind of get what you mean, but elaborate anyway.
He has a tragic backstory. He willingly chose to go to the Phantom fighter route, and like it makes use of Gabrielius's otherwise very very undisclosed origin, because it's
like
very
obscure
apropos in the sense that
origin?
obscure origin, because it's
Yeah.
very apropos in the sense that even though he killed his killer, even though he slain his killer, it'll never bring his family member back.
Right, yeah. And you know what? This is kind of an interesting point. You know what he sort of reminds me of? He reminds me of I in the last season of Reigns, where you know he's kind of the one survivor, and it sort of causes him to go mad in a way and turn against allies.
Mm-hmm.
It's like there's something similar there. Yeah, so it's so real, and that's why I love him. Yeah, man, I agree with I agree with that 100%. It's cool. It's really cool that they actually do something for Gabrielius here. Like, this is a good Phantom concept right there. This is a Phantom concept where I'm like, yeah, this is pretty peak, relatively speaking. Rika too, just because, you know, justice for Rika. My bias will definitely play a part in that. And thankfully, he has more than one fight under his belt. And they're pretty good fights, relatively speaking, although, questionable animation aside in some areas. You know, Akina took a real sprint to now. That aside.
1 second.
What's up?
1 second. I gotta grab some water real quick.
Cool. While he's doing that, guys. Oh, I actually gotta get water too. Fellas, we're gonna take a quick, like, 2-minute break here. I'm gonna put up the title card, but stick around because we won't be gone for very long.
Gotta take a real chug. Alright, I'm ready.
I'll be back in a minute, man.
Alright, you also need to get some water from Mount Fiji. How about I entertain my chatteroonies over here? Let me see. Actually, gotta open up YouTube. Say hi, and I called it lol. Chaos is back as Lord dictated. Now we'll see reverse road. Okay, so Chaos Breaker's return is not. It doesn't hinge on lore at all. By the way, none of the encounters do. Encounters are a portal to the past. With a few exceptions here and there, they don't have any relevance in modern standard at all, especially not in modern standard lore. So, yeah, especially units that got released in non-anime set. So, yeah, no, Chaos Breaker having an impact on Rezile has little to no guarantee. That is to say, it's not gonna happen. Sorry to say. Now, could I be wrong? Maybe. There's a chance Bushido would like to break their pattern sometimes, but nah, it's honestly zero. Like, it's really close to zero. So anyone, do anyone have covered Vanguard in IRL? I'm just asking. Maybe. Yeah. Oh. Post-traumatic civil disorder. You know, Visera, that joke reminds me of the one Suits clip, which is like, post-traumatic stemple disorder. Yeah, however, Chaos has been getting name dropped recently in lore. Listeners, sisters, name drop in what sense? Could be wrong though. Got it. Bushi is going to be a tier of its own, bro. Dun, 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 dun. Captain. When he was still a student of Gabriel. Huh? Yo, Neps, which character ranking do you hard disagree with? I don't really have anyone I hard disagree with, to be honest. Maybe Vareno should have been lower, but like, you know, it's fine. Like, there's nothing. I like most of these. Maybe a legitimate Aichi could have been higher, but like, you know, that's fine. Like he already moved Aichi from meh to good, so I'm not gonna complain. What the hell is the guy in the middle? Alright.
Great. Let's do this.
Let's do this.
So last time we left off, we was talking about Gab a bit here, but I think we're pretty much secure in our placement. So let's go ahead and like kick off the. Do you have anything else to mention about Gab before we go?
No. I'm ready for the Kurumi one.
Alright, what you gotta say about Kurumi? You go first, brother.
I'm gonna pop off here. So let's spoiler alert. So for this, let's take into account Kanami as Kurumi for this discussion, right? Because ultimately, Kurumi did say that Kanami was acting like her in that sense. So they're basically the same character despite the switch. Yep. So that whole plot twist reveal was pretty crazy. Was pretty insane. But and the way and what she said to Akina was really psychotic. It's like, oh, you don't disagree with me? I'll make you paragalactic. That's so insane. That's so crazy. It's really messed up how she said it.
You like that?
I really like that, but it doesn't excuse how much of an ass pull that whole reveal is. And as a villain, we still have one season left, and she could still be really bad despite like the great like momentum head start, right?
Right.
So she's in a we don't know yet tier. And I think because she killed Kanami, she should be in the Queen Slayer tier. And I'm Brilliance.
Bro, what the frick?
Because we don't know how she's gonna be as a villain yet overall. So I think she should technically qualify for the Queen Slayer tier.
Oh my god, dude. We're going like this now? Aw, crap. Bro.
Like,
I want to make a
all we
joke
know,
and put
she
you
could
as
actually
Queen
be
Slayer.
worse than Legion Mate Aichi.
I mean, yeah. Maybe. Definitely not gonna be worse than Psycholia Zombie Aichi, but Kaname was a queen. When was this? I don't know, dude. This is news to me, pal. This is news to me.
Okay. So Kanami was pretty hot, alright? Let's not be
Kurumi was
let's
hotter.
not come here. Kanami was pretty hot, alright? What do you say?
Kurumi's hotter, dude.
Kurumi is hotter. Wait, okay. They're twins, alright? So
Brother, they look different. It's anime.
Anime standard-wise, they're technically identical twins. Alright? Like, the show itself said they were identical twins. So let's not get it twisted here. So, I do think Kanami had the potential to be a queen. Kanami, her like bra straps, I guess you could say, was like really hot.
Oh my god. I mean, I want to call you out for using the outfit, but that's basically how Sybil got up here. So I kind of understand.
Okay, realistically speaking, the reveal was great, but she's held back by how bloated this season was, and like, and you know, overall, we don't know her actual status as a villain yet. Like how she's gonna be. It's really hard to call her good because we don't know yet. Okay, hold on. Remove that. Hold on. Remove that. Remove that. Remove that.
Okay. Cook.
It's really hard to call her good objectively, but it's really hard to call her meh objectively. And she killed Kanami, so we can actually put her in Queen Slayer and actually call it
Sister
there.
Slayer, bro. Come on. It was
Okay,
Sister Slayer.
Sister, why did it write it like that? That was so.
I
weird.
actually don't know either, but
think
I actually almost wanted to preserve it just because I thought that was a really cool phenomenon that just happened there.
She's about the same as Gabrielius for me, but she has the potential to be better than Gabrielius. So she should be higher than Gabrielius either way.
But present reality or
Present
that
reality.
reveal was
So, yeah,
pretty crazy though.
Yeah.
Like her twist was way better than Gabrielius's fights.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
if you want, you can. Okay, how about this? Make the Sister Slayer tier, but make it above Queen Slayer, and then we'll have
interesting shout. I can go that. Okay, we're gonna call it.
Yeah. Sister Slayer. Make it dark blue. Yep. We're about there. There you go. Hey, it has the same color as her her little hair strips.
Exactly. That's why I thought you were asking for dark blue is because of that.
you put it below Queen Slayer was the problem I had with it, but like.
Oh, was that the only problem? Oh man, we could have kept the Sister Slayer thing with the Oh man. Oh well.
I did think it's really funny. I did think it's way funny to put her in Queen Slayer though, but that's just me. Okay.
I can't give Kanami the honor, bro. What's up?
What do you think of Kanami?
Oh, like as in Kanami as Kanami, right? Not Kurumi as Kanami.
You can take into account Kurumi as sorry, not Kanami. I meant to say, what do you think of Kurumi as a character? Sorry, I apologize. I completely mixed up the twins there. Yeah. What do you think of her overall as a character? And for this discussion, you can take even though it's a fake, you can 100% take into account Kanami as Kurumi because, you know, like she specified, Kurumi was quote-unquote coded to act like her. That's right, Kanami was coded to act like her.
Yeah, so in other words, her feat against Kagetsu counts. That's the main takeaway there.
Yeah, it's real. It's actually real.
Coded the RNG. So I gotta say, I like her better than Kanami, but I also have to say that the twist is really good. It has some ass, but we've been over that. I want to mention that a bit of my appreciation of her is vicarious because, as you know, for the majority of the season, I was watching it with Noir. Noir likes.
You're also hate watching it.
What's up?
You also hate watching the season, which is really funny.
Yeah, kinda. I mean, the Queen Slayer tier speaks for itself, but the fact is that he brings up some points about her that I agree with it, but I don't exactly internalize the same way. Her spiteful nature, the fact that her pure desire to live is actually kind of like driving her to brinks that she shouldn't be going. I think that as a pure villain, she might actually be pretty good because if we can get someone truly sadistic and incorrigible, I'll place her higher because Vanguard tends to go on redemption trips for the majority of its villains, right? Like think about the antagonists up here. Turns him into baby. Bro is greatest mentor. Speaks for itself. He's cool. I like that he didn't redeem. He can get redeemed. That's why he's up here, bro. Redemption. Redemption. What's up?
Does Mirai speak for itself? Because I personally can't see it.
Well, because she becomes like an actual, genuinely good leader of Daybreak and stop like overtaking others, you know. And she also has that really nice, like, redemptive moment with Haruka where she fights her, you know, beats the brakes off of that bitch.
Hold on. Chat, let it be known now. He completely missed the joke here. And I think that's really funny.
Wait, hold up a second. Hold up. Was there a sight joke in there? I didn't realize it.
There was. It's the major, actually.
Crap, bro. Ah, crap. Of course there's a sight joke in there. Man, bitch ass. Okay, so... Anyway, so if they make her out to be like kind of sympathetic or whatever, I actually think it's gonna be kind of contrived, and it'll just be like, maybe it's good depending on presentation or whatever, right? She'll be chilling like around here. If they actually go the whole 9 yards and she like goes up economy and she says, nah, I would do it all over again. I'm like that, sis. I'm just built wrong.
About that. She's built wrong.
She's going up here. Then this is like her realm, you know. Oh, sorry, Ibuki. Yeah, I would never, dear. I would never.
That's not Ibuki. That's Kazumi.
No, Ibuki, bro. Ibuki.
Oh, that. Okay, sorry. I thought you were.
Yeah, I accidentally dragged him on the peak tier. Put her up front briefly.
Okay.
You thought I meant Kazumi here?
Yeah, I think you meant Kazumi here.
So yeah, I think as a result, it really just depends on that dichotomy there. Like, which of those path lines are they going to go down, and the nuance they put into it. So for now, I think this is fine to put her in the same realm as her totally not love interest and the false gang leader. Like, this is fine. Next to Legion mate Aichi's also kind of a funny coincidence. I like that as well. So this is fine for now, but that's where I think she goes. Fine. She has either minor upper mobility or major upper mobility.
Minor upper mobility. I see what you did there. I'm kidding. I'm joking.
Bro, incorrigible. Speaking of mobility.
Remember, guys. Oh, hold on. Before we go to Bushiroad.
Guys, before we get to the big guys.
Let it be known. Oh, you cannot put it there anymore. That's so funny. Let it be known, however, even though Kurumi was built wrong mentally, her body was built specifically for Akina. All right, let's move on.
You really stopped me for that.
Let's make a new tier. Let's make a new tier, Josh. Call it peak. Call it peak. Like, actually, just stay with me here. Call it peak.
Okay.
Now go to the peak tier. Rename it Bushiroad, and then put Bushiroad above that tier.
Oh, you're doing that? Oh. Bushiroad.
Bushiroad. And put Bushiroad above that tier. There you go. Perfect. Make the peak white. Make the peak tier white.
Oh yeah, the actual heavenly tier. Bushiroad.
Yeah. Actually, can you if you don't mind, can you correct the misspelling there?
Oh, okay, fair enough. Bushiroad. I wanted to maintain it, but man, that's fine. It makes sense. It was irking me a little bit too. Okay.
Let's stop messing around. Let's put Bushiro. Let's replace that to Bushiro and then replace Bushiro with Pink. Let's stop messing around. So it's mostly a meme, but it's undeniable. It's not a joke. It's actually not a joke. Like it's honestly not a joke. Like, I'll let you finish correcting it, and then we can go on a whole tirade here. So, unfortunately, despite it looking like a joke, it's honestly not. Bushiroad has time and time again screwed their own franchise over. Unfortunately, like all of this. All of the ones that's responsible for the bad tiers is Bushiroad's decision in and of itself that was caused by the decision to not make a long-running anime anymore, and that is so unfortunate. It's a disgrace. It's a fall from disgrace nobody expected. But credit where credit is due. How this franchise became what it was thanks to Bushiroad. The good tier and above was Bushiroad at its peak. Was Bushiroad understanding the fundamental natures of human nature, the fundamental parts of human nature, and carefully crafted characters in their development. Bushiroad is its savior, and Bushiroad is its killer. If this has been said many times now. If Bushiroad doesn't learn to get a grip, it will be the end of Vanguard as we know it. And I, for one, I've been so muddled and confused that I don't know whether that's a good thing or a bad thing anymore. Because even if the game died, we can still play it on our time thanks to like Untap, right? But if they keep going on this bushy road, if they keep going on this path, this game will not even be playable anymore, even after it dies. And that is the real tragedy in all of this.
Yeah, I think again, this is, to me, it's kind of a meme to put up here because obviously it's like incongruent with the rest of the list. But Bushiroad is sort of like the source of it all, both good and bad, like you said. One thing I will say about Bushy is I think Bushy is in a weird position right now where they don't want to let go, but they don't know how to move forward. But they have a chance, I think, still. They were blessed with a really, really fervently dedicated fan base. And it's a fan base that has endured a lot, endured more than many others card games would have ever endured. So, from that perspective, they are still in it with hope. And, you know, I'm here to support it all the way if they do make good decisions again. I think they know how to do it. It's just that, to me, my personal theory has always been there has been like internal strife or whatever. Some people out there are making decisions that shouldn't be making decisions. And if they ever have like internal upheavals and they figure out that issue, return to form, it's possible. This could be a good franchise again. And I think right now it has its great moments. It's just that it's having a lot more like failings than peak moments. That's what's unfortunate. So like for instance, even in modern D series, they can still have some absolute bangers. You know, you got Suo up here, you got Masa up here. There's still some great moments, right? But obviously, as time kind of goes on, you know, we fluctuate up and down, up and down, up and down. So it's really hard to tell where we're going to get next to these guys. And it's, I think, precisely because of that we stick around, because we can't truly tell ourselves it's just going to get worse from here indefinitely. Things always seem to bounce back. But then once they bounce back, I always get scared because I know they'll bounce off, you know, for a little bit as well. So it feels like Vanguard may just be fated to a sort of nebulous existence as far as a card game is concerned, which it can live as that, and I think people can enjoy it as that, but that may be all we get.
Credit where credit is due, right? Despite Bushiroad's massive failings during V-Series, and despite the fact that, you know, after the reboot with Standard, and how they always bounce a lot between good and bad constantly. Despite all that, for the first time in Vanguard history, when 2027 comes, we're gonna have our very second ever G era in all of Vanguard. When the first G era came out, it revolutionized the game in a very unique way. When DZ came out for Standard, which is the G era equivalent for D series, that also revolutionized the game in a very interesting way, because costs got cheaper and all that. But but again, for the first time ever in Vanguard history, we're about to get our second ever G era. This is a mind-blowing moment to those of us that, you know, are still playing the game, because this has never happened before. Vanguard is a game that always gets stuck on itself, especially in recent years. Like, we always kept going back to Aichi and Kai and everything, right?
Yeah.
But this is our last chance. And despite it being the last chance, this is a significant moment for Vanguard, historically speaking. This has never happened before. This is Bushiroad's one and only chance to do better, I want to say.
Yeah, I can see it. And honestly, I still think that they can do better from like a couple of ways, and any of that would keep them going for a while. If they made the card game better, they'll have a lot of people happy. I personally think Bushy should put even more of their eggs into the anime basket, because I think it's the anime that really has the most fervent, stalwart fans, the true believers, right? We love the anime, we love the characters, we love the music. We're suckers for all of that, and you know, good to be suckers for it because it's great content. So if they could improve either the card game or the anime, I'll take standard being whatever, you know, even if it has good moments and bad moments. The standard's just overall just meh. If the anime is great, I'm sticking with it, man. That's totally fine with me. I mean, I'm a big reactor for the recent anime seasons anyway, so that's definitely where my biggest interest lies, and a lot of people are the same way there. So if they can just do one of those things right, I think we're golden. Other auxiliary stuff like tournament prizing and making sure to actually keep good relations to the end, that kind of stuff, those are obviously stuff that should come after, right? But they got to get one of their 2 pillars down, and I hope it's the anime pillar. Well, that's the tier list, guys. So yeah, this is a really big tier list. I gotta download this tier list. I'm gonna download this image real quick. Okay. So we got that snapshot right there. I'll be sure to show it off, maybe post it on the fridge later and all that jazz. But this isn't the end of things, is it, Nabs? We got something else to do.
Oh yeah.
So
the
this
brewski.
is the Vanguard main unit. What would you even call this? What's it called? A bingo board? That's not what it is. It's like just I guess like a portrait, maybe. It's hard to say. It's kind of interesting, fun.
Well,
game,
I guess we could call it a grid list.
Yeah, grid list. That makes sense. I mean, this is called grid funds anyway. So basically, they got these different categories. They're going to be like rating like our unit selections on each of these like categories. You know, favorites, least favorites, era favorite, yada yada. Do you want to go first, Nance, or should I go first?
Let's go by it together. Let's make 2 pages.
Can we do that? Let me see if I can do that. Actually, I can duplicate here. Okay.
There you go.
Yeah,
so the left one is yours. The right one is mine.
Cool. That's fine with me. All right. So first off is all-time favorite. I just kind of want to blow this off because that's hard, bro.
Do we want to start from the top or do we want to start from the bottom? What's at the bottom?
Worst Vanguard.
Oh, yeah. Let's make our way up. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm fine with that too. All right, I got you, bro. I got you. So, worst Vanguard versus all-time dislike probably is the difference between objectivity and like and subjectivity. So, worst Vanguard just in general.
Oh, it's 2 ends. It's 2 ends.
It's 2 ends. Yeah. That's what I got wrong. It doesn't even crop right. That's how scuffed Nauticlear is.
Oh,
I hate this. What's up?
It doesn't crop right? What do you mean?
This bordering here.
Oh, no, that's consistent.
Well, no, but hold on a second. Let me see if that's for everyone. Oh, never mind. Yeah, I'm judging too harshly. Okay, let's see here.
Actually, that does look pretty scuffed, though.
Yeah, it's a little weird, but okay.
No,
anyway,
Nauticlear is actually just weird. All right.
Let's go ahead and get that settled. Yeah, Nauticlear's rough, dude. Problem with Nauticlear is it's a unit that is the most boring effects on the planet. Nana Boring is what I call her. Its anime impact is absolutely minimal. Its real life card game impact is absolutely minimal. I snore every time I play with this deck. I snore every time I play against this deck. I snore every time this deck gets support. This Vanguard sucks. Its pilot sucks. It has no redemption unless it came to be a revival, I guess. But, you know, that's just not something here or there. This Vanguard sucks. Worst Vanguard, easily. Your turn, Nebs.
Put Eugene in, original.
That's painful, man. I'm sorry for your loss, bro. I know how much Eugene means to you.
I love Eugene. I absolutely love Eugene. They had something with Inferno Eugene, but this deck just keeps getting under supported. And when it does get support, they put like one line of text that completely ruins the card from achieving greatness. It's the worst. I hate this deck. It gets treated like crap for no reason, and you are a representation of crap, Eugene, and you shall stay there until the end of time, unfortunately.
Welcome back.
Alright, let's get the music a little down here. Oh boy. I know my choice for all-time dislike.
What is it? Oh,
Screw
Nice.
this card. Screw this card, dude. Screw this card so hard. Oh my god. Oh my god.
You know what the funniest thing is about
What?
this card? It's about to happen a second time. So you know how the base Overdress is just so dog shit that Imperial basically had to replace it.
Yeah.
It's about to happen again with frick, what's her name? With Transit Xerath.
Oh, Xerath. Yeah, Xerath Phantom's about to get an upgrade for it because regular. Although it has been competing, but that's just because Trigger Sack will win fights regardless of your deck's level. But yeah, I mean that's why Leonor won Worlds, by the way. But man, people thought Noniclear liked Fairy from Bravely Default. man, dude. Ugh. This is the most undeserved upgrade in existence. Literally one set later, it made everything about Levidros that was interesting into just broken slop. Levidros had marker allocation restrictions. Nope, throw them wherever you can. 3 out of kind now, buckaroo. CB restrictions. Nope, put a card from hand to soul instead, which actually helps you because then you also get to scale on the power. And because you're getting more markers, which is more power creep, you also get immediate access to on-fall on a Degaster's multi-attack among other things, which completely throws out the scaling restriction that was initially keeping Levidros in check. What the frick? And Kuwon getting this card is so unjustified. Kuwon sucks ass.
Kuwon does suck ass.
Ugh, Kuwon sucks ass. That whole thing was an ass pull. I hate it, bro. All-time dislike. I'll tell you. Him being here is really impressive when you consider who else exists, you know? He was close. He was real close, but it's okay, buddy. Somehow, they had a fake bottom to that barrel, and this was the real bottom. Over to you, Nebs.
I have a question. Is this standard units only?
It is.
It is. Oh, okay. Because I was ready to put Chaos Breaker in here. So Zayd's Chaos Breaker is not in here. Put Xerath in that. I hate this deck.
Oh, they know Xerath. Say
This
it.
deck. Listen. Your hate for Levidros was understandable, but at least Levidros was playable. Xerath is a pile of steamy dude shit. This card is bland. This card is bad. It's basically the worst of the Phantoms. Like, let's not even. I'd rather play Alphard over this anytime, any day. Alphard at least had a game plan. This card is just bind Moon and pray the opponent doesn't guard. Like a disgusting card. I hate this card. It's so bad.
Yeah, and Xerath Token's just okay, cool, I guess, whatever. All Xerath Token is the 4th attack and the 3rd drive rolled into 1.
Let's compare this to Barracuda, right? Let's compare this to Barracuda. This card, you cannot play a Moon and her magic order in one turn. What the frick is that? You do not have the ability to play your magics. She doesn't have an act to play a magic on her, unlike Barracuda. What the frick? What the crap is that? Her Phantom skill is heart once per turn. What the hell is that? I hate this card. I despise this card. It's so bad. It's actually like so genuinely bad. You can only do 1 magic per turn. It's so bad. I despise this card. Her triple rare, Fontaine, it's not as good as Niels Vager, because Niels Vager has the ability to negate the
auto restriction on healing magic, yeah.
Yep. Fontaine doesn't have that. What the crap? Why is this card so
but they told
shit?
you to revive the card that has an on-attack skill. That's what they're telling you to do.
So bad. I hate this. I hate this deck. I despise this
I
deck.
feel like that auto restriction is meant to cuck Fontaine too. Like they actually intend for that, and it's not just an unhappy accident. I feel you, dude. Because it's funny how they are both gonna get the treatment. This is the end result of the treatment. This is the beginning result of the treatment.
Yep. And they're both Stoichea units.
Poor Stoicheia, man. Stoicheia is not doing good here, guys. Stoicheia is off to a rough start. Oh man.
1 second, I'll be right back.
Got you. Fellas, while Nabs is doing his thing real quick, y'all got any personal picks on what you would put as your worst Vanguard or like all-time dislike? What are some of your thoughts on this matter? Dude, this is funny, dude. It's great. Dude.
My sister said I was being too loud.
Fair enough. Yeah, that's fair enough. We can keep it a little chill on this one. So, okay, here we go. We're back on my side of the board here. So we got weirdly dislike. Now, weirdly dislike is a weird one for me because there's a lot in this category I could go, but weirdly is really qualifying it in, pun not intended, a weird way. The bias on Xerath is skill issue, dude. The deck is do fine in Japan. Oof. I mean, I've seen the tops as well, but here's the thing, dude. You want to know why Xerath is topping? Pure sack. It's topping on sack, not merit. It's the same reason why Leonor won Worlds. There's no skill in it. There's no actual strength that helps it to overbear other stuff. Just doing it. Just telling it. It was pure sack, dude. Every one of those JP lists that tops are doing it on sack. It's not going to do as well in the West. You want to know why it's not going to do as well in the West? Because West have larger scale events and they don't have diversity cut. Which, in other words, it's harder to top in the West. Dead ass, and that's why Xerath's going to fail in the West, right, Nabs?
It's the same reason why Yu-Gi-Oh OCG meta is so much different than Yu-Gi-Oh TCG meta. It's a lot more competitive and it doesn't have weird factors like in OCG.
Yeah, it's a different way of doing things, right? So I
admire your enthusiasm, but unfortunately it does not hold water. Like Xerath, it has a lot of holes in it.
Right, yeah, oh damn, good call. But it's people don't understand like the merit of a top when they see a top. They say, hey, a top is good. Chrono Rewinder, all-time dislike, non-clear versus Vanguard. Dude, yeah, I can understand the Chrono Rewinder one. The non-clear versus Vanguard, yep, we're agreed there. So weirdly dislike has a lot of variables, right? I feel like my weirdly dislike, because it's got to be the weirdly bit that really gets me going here. So, I think from a weirdly standpoint, I think I passed over it already. I think I got to give it to Angel.
Oh yeah, the David plays.
Yeah, because I look at this and all I think is, so its main win condition is boring me to death. It's the modern day Blade Wing. I don't like it. I don't like its play pattern. It's too slow. It's way too slow. And not in the, it can't be competitive way. No, I hate it because it makes me regret even like flipping over my starter, right? I'd rather Chaos Breaker lock my board than like get gaslit into think I ever had a chance to end the game in an hour.
It's the same issue with the hostage decks, essentially.
Yeah. It's like hostage but on legs, dude. Okay, so what do you got for weirdly dislike?
I'm just not realizing this as main units because there's actually a rear guard that I want to put in here, but I can't. So what I actually wanted to put in here is Ezerwar, but because I can't put Ezerwar in here, I'm gonna put Virgila.
Ooh, okay, good shout.
I don't like what Ezerwar did to Virgila. So Virgila used to be a very open-ended deck that you can build and you'll be happy with it. Granted, it's not that great because Dragon Empire back then did not have the few broken generics that we have today. But ever since Ezerwar came out, this deck became extremely boring to play. I hate Virgila. I like Elf Knights, don't get me wrong. I really hated what Ezerwar did to this deck. Like he's a nuisance. He's an eyesore. I hate him. I genuinely hate him.
Yeah. And obviously to the chat out there, these are kind of our just opinions on this one, like very biased. influenced on this one. There's not too much objectivity here. It's just more of like what has personally impacted the most in a sea of viable choices. Oh, damn, interesting. Weirdly dislike his strat shield? Man, don't let Noir hear that. That's heartbreaking. Although I guess he can kind of understand there. I can understand that shout though, the Azure.
He disagrees. He disagrees with the Dracula opinion because, quote-unquote, Dracula became really boring to play. So, you know.
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah, I forget what his weirdly I think his weirdly dislike was Carnage Dragon, if I recall correctly, when he did this list. Weirdly favorite. Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Murders my queen and then becomes my favorite phantom. How does that happen, Nebs?
See, that's funny because I'm gonna put Blankmire in mine.
That's wait, which Blankmire though?
Regular.
Regular. Damn. Oh, dude, you know what just happened here? I went Dark States, Dragon Empire. You went Dragon Empire, Dark States. That's funny, bro. We just swapped that crap. Holy crap, man.
Oh my god.
Your favorite is Archite? Oh, Archite. Oh, that's so base. I love Archite, dude. I wish they did more justice. So, what's your... I already explained why mine, you know... On the qualifier, weirdly, you know, kills Mikoto, becomes my favorite phantom. I don't know how. What's up?
Actually, yeah, explain to the audience a bit, just for this specific section.
So, Alphard Phantom... Obviously, his debut fight was a very hard day for me as an anime reactor because my favorite female character, she gets jobbed in this fight, and I mean, I can't lie, she gets pierced, sex pun not intended, but yeah, she gets pierced really badly, and I felt like Mikoto got thrown away. She got done so dirty in that fight. And Alphard obviously is the tool that they implemented to do away with Mikoto, right? But then Alphard, as a Narukami unit, I love Narukami units. So I therefore had a particular bias for Alphard, despite how they used him in the show here. Another thing about Alphard is that Alphard kind of sucks dick in a way, because his main win condition hinges on the opponent not having Elementaria Sanctitude. But then I found out something, which is that I actually do oftentimes see my opponent not have the Elementaria. My favorite I have never played another deck that made me like smile like the Grinch the way that I smile while playing Alphard, and the off damage checks Elementaria, bro. It's like the red carpet just got laid out for me. It was the go time. And that's an enjoyable experience, and it's also kind of funny because going through the play pattern loop of getting all 4 moons is really fun, because I feel like I'm competing against my own deck just to make sure I can get it for the turn 4 funny, right? So it's like I'm playing a mini game, which is more entertaining than actually playing standard on the boards. I'm more entertained searching my moons than I am battling my opponent, if you can believe it. And so that's why he's kind of like weirdly my favorite. So what about you and Blankmire?
So Blankmire is really my favorite. Honestly, it's kind of most of the same reasons that you stated. Blankmire, for the people who play it, is not that very... So symbolically, I think he has the most divine skill, because
yeah, the very epic finisher moment, right?
Yeah, it's a game plan that you hinge on, and when used appropriately, your opponent crumbles to dust. But Blankmire, you have to, weirdly enough, there's a degree of setup and resource management that you have to manage really well with Blankmire in order to get to that point. In terms of a labor to cost ratio, Blankmire triumphs Alphard in his game plan. But
heartbroken. I just realized.
Yeah.
Worst Blankmire.
Yeah.
Yeah. They fought, bro. They fought.
They fought, yes. I really like how Blankmire plays. You have to manage your soul really well. You have to manage your pulsing really well. Because there's a window to kill Blankmire before they get their divine skill off.
Oh, and Zen on that window is pretty big. Can I just say, poor guy.
Yes, such dog crap luck with Blankmeyer. It's
How
unbelievable.
do you die to a turn 3 Odium? How do you do it, bruv?
Dude, that's so bad. But
Right?
that's also like another thing with it is that there's a potential. In terms of the meta today, Blankmeyer doesn't dominate because standard decks have plus to a point where standard decks have actually plus to a point where you are actually more likely to get killed by Alphard than Blankmeyer, if you can believe it, because Alphard can get way bigger than Blankmeyer, and more importantly, it has a early rush avenue compared to Blankmeyer. And as long as Blankmeyer doesn't get an early rush, like a consistent early rush revenue, this deck is fine. As weird as that is to hear, Alphard is a lot more well-rounded in terms of its utility, even if his Phantom skill sucks balls.
Yeah, his Phantom skill is so inferior, and also his removal skill I think is worse. But the thing I do have to say about Alphard that I think really adds to your point, Alphard has very power creepy rear guard support. Gamma Rays and Recurrence Dragon are giga busted. Like, they're actually ahead of the curve even by modern standards. And they did that purely to carry Alphard in the event that his Phantom skill inevitably failed, right? That's the reason they do that. But because they're so broken, they will win fights for you. There have been fights where I've won before I could achieve Phantom skill because Gamma Rays and Recurrence Strike are just that strong. It's kind of crazy to think about, right? So, like, Gamma Rays as a multi-attack is basically a fusion of Zamoog's On Place and Evoke Alchemist Restand. Yeah, right? Meanwhile, Recurrence Dragon, being a beefy beater who also is a shield unit and also can get like a constant revive, is like, yeah, he's basically like a recurring, pun intended this time. He is like a recurring mix between the Mythish of Zero and the mother effing Volek thing that was like the extra power and like intercept and all that. Like, he's got like the merit of 2 of Blankmeyer's units in each of those units, right? He's packing really, really hard. It's great, dude. It's great.
Credit where credit is due. Blankmeyer's rear guards were ahead of the curve when it comes to power creep when they first came
100%. They just haven't given him replacements, you know?
Exactly. I hope they don't. I hope they don't ever do that because I don't want them to prove you right that Blankmeyer is oversaturated. But here's the thing with Zamoog is that it reads like a card for a 3-attack deck, but it's not a 3-attack deck.
Right, because the extra critical, right? Like that's what makes it feel like a 3-attack thing. They want like the lesser attack to have like lower quantity, higher quality attack. That would have been the theory. The one thing about Alphard's Phantom skill that I do like is that it's 2 criticals instead of just 1 in the drive, which means that in the event like it fails, it doesn't fail because your opponent took it. Your opponent did not take this attack. They absolutely guarded this attack. You can actually take a Blankmeyer to the face you're at 2 damage. The extra drive and the extra crit means that no, they will be absolutely guarding this. And as long as, you know, you wanted the ball more and they don't have Elementaria Sanctitude, you got your money's worth somewhat. If they have to throw like 4 or 5 cards, on average, the op throws 4 to 5 cards on my Phantom skill. To me, that's a good investment, especially if I'm doing a turn 4. That's a good investment for that. So I can actually see where, yeah, holistically speaking, you're right. Alphard sort of catches up in a way. I still think in a direct battle to battle, I would be terrified to fight this deck and would probably lose to Blankmeyer, but it would be closer than people think.
You should be terrified because Nexus is an X factor that Alphard does not have.
Right, like Nexus superior quality. My only equivalent is Recurrence Dragon, but you know, broken ass card. Alright, so next up we've got favorite encounter. Ooh. This is curious.
Okay. Let's not kid ourselves here. Let's just put Dayusha in both and move on.
Okay, let me think about
Let's not kid ourselves
here. Yeah, I gotta give myself just a moment just in case there's something I'm forgetting because... No. Yeah, not any of the Royal Paladin crap. Shadow Paladin crap isn't quite there. Definitely not the Kagero Glaze. Brawlers, unfortunately, or whatever. The Blood, unfortunately.
If you want, you can put Daikaiser in yours and Daisha in mine, or swap them around.
You know what? I'll give you Daikaiser. I'll take Daiyusha, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take Daiyusha.
Admittedly, I like Daiyusha more than Daikaiser. I hate that Daikaiser doesn't persona right, but I don't
you know
like
what?
most
Then
of
we'll
the
swap
encounters.
them. You know what? Because I actually like
No.
Daikaiser just as much as I like Daiyusha, you know?
You like Daikaiser more? Yes, please. I like
I'll
Daiyusha more.
I'll get you Daiyusha and I'll take Daikaiser.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Beautiful. It's great, dude. Lugia shaped my taste in decks. Dude, yeah, and honestly, she also just great aesthetic, you know? She falls really in line with like the kind of gals you like. It's a good stuff, man. The and Lugia I actually do kind of appreciate like Venus's play pattern. I thought Venus is great. Hey, what's up, Fumi?
Venus is pretty cool.
Doing good.
I
I'm
also
doing
don't
good on my
remember
Venus.
encounter.
Oh, what are you saying?
I don't ever remember an encounter I like. Like I there's not a single encounter that I remember.
Yeah, I wanted to like
playing.
Ezel. I just didn't though. I wanted to like Ezel, man. I really did. It was unfortunate.
Wait a minute. Wait. Hold on. Okay, I didn't want to bring this up because I really like what we're going on here, but would you put Minerva in your favorite encounter instead?
Absolutely not. Dislike Minerva.
Okay. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank
Yeah. Minerva was them just basically like stroking it, bro. But this actually made sense. It was really incongruent in its deck at first, but Duck opened my eyes to how Daikaiser is actually supposed to play. Now I like this card.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Yeah, he showed me how terrifying this thing is after a couple of fights with them. Like, okay, now I understand how Daikaiser wins fights. That's really good. Favorite first form. So this has a couple of answers for me. This has a couple of answers because favorite first form I think needs to go to the one where I feel that the upgrade form is kind of a downgrade, or it's the first form that invokes like really big nostalgia. So this is probably where I should put in.
This is really easy for me.
This should be Youthberg Sky Farms, I think. They put Youthberg.
Oh my God, that's so funny. They don't even bother putting a favorite mask.
That's gonna be a little. Wait, what? Oh, frick!
Wait.
Sorry, wrong one. Favorite mask.
It's so funny that they don't even acknowledge protocol for this. This is really okay. This is I swear to you. This I did not do this intentionally. Favorite first form is so easy for me. It's Apex Ruler Bastion. I swear to you, this is not intentional.
That's great though. Oh, they're just gonna say Bastion 1, right? Yeah, okay. That's great. No, I appreciate that, dude. I think that is totally pure heart because you loved Bastion. You and Zenon both loved Bastion, right? Bastion I played at first, but you see, Bastion was sort of your starting place in Standard. My real starting line was Youthberg, so this makes sense. Yeah, that's great.
I like Bastion. I really like Bastion because it's a very open-ended deck with what you have in front row. Obviously, Alden is always going to be your best, but they do shake it up a bit from time to time. Like Grander Edge is now like your best. Fasado, Grander Edge,
Lagriel was epic. Let's be real.
Lagriel was amazing. I'm trying to remember his name. It's the underrated triple rare. Discorda.
Oh, really Discorda was so brilliant. Oh, and I also like Henrietta or whatever.
Henrietta, yeah.
Yeah, Henrietta. Yeah, Henrietta was good.
Oh, sorry. Honetaria.
No, not Honetaria, because that wasn't the one that can guard from the back row. Honetaria was the boost. I think it was Henrietta or something like that, or Henrietta. Yeah, let me check real quick. It was.
What's the skill?
It could guard from the back row.
Oh, crap! I forgot what's her name was. Well.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to set settings. I'm pretty sure that's where they came out.
Yeah, it's a common. It's not Henrietta. I'm pretty sure it's like
Hermona. Hermona. That's what it is. Yeah, it was a
Hermona.
Rare. Yeah, Hermona. I remember it because they made a big deal out of Tempest just like blasting this bitch away.
That was really cool.
I love that moment. Yeah, that was great.
The only part about that fight that I don't like is that while Hermona is impactful, what's his Heavenly Embrace Dragon? It's like the big shielder for Bastion, and they never acknowledge him. Like
yeah,
how they never
I felt
acknowledge
bad about that, dude.
Like how they never acknowledge Sequana for youth work.
Yeah. Meanwhile, you know, when homie is fighting against your Samuel
Vanguard.
Fritzen. Yeah, Samuel Fritzen and Vanguard, right? Suddenly they want to give us well, I know his name, Werflees. I wanted to show it because people probably don't remember Werflees.
Oh, well, please, yeah.
Yeah,
the Great One
Werflees.
Common. I think
Yeah,
he came out of
where-
DBT09, right? He's a common.
That's what I thought because they were advertising
Yeah, there it is.
9 cards. There it is. Yep. This guy right here. This guy was such a funny common just to throw down, but it did win him that fight. It was great. So yeah, Bastion's a really cool card. I appreciate Bastion a lot. I think my favorite era of Bastion was the Bastion Accord era because I found it very novel that Prime was actually able to still remain somewhat in his prime during that as an alternative finisher with Bastion Accord. That was a good design. I thought it was good. It was good. Also,
I
it
agree.
plays with lag
I
real.
absolutely agree.
Plays low with lag real.
Oh,
I guess to explain Youth
the-
Perk a little bit. Oh, sorry, go on. You have a little more to say?
The Great Tree
it is.
Cycle. The Great Tree Cycle for set 13.
I know what you're talking about. Chevalstead or whatever.
Yeah, that card plays really well with Prime.
Oh, but yeah. Let's also acknowledge, of course, our favorite festival collection to get winged, Mother effing Sawjust. Obviously, Sawjust.
Oh my god.
Right?
I completely forgot about Sawjust, dude. That card was insane.
Yeah, insane in so many decks, man. I mean, you know Sawjust is good, but I'm like, man, I feel so bad for Gigantic Masher that Sawjust is just power creeping it right out the gate in freaking Resilio, you know? So for the Youth Brick side of things, right, Youth Brick's what got me into Standard, guys. I kind of played a bit of Standard here and there, right? You know, I invested in like set 1 Bastion, I played some Prison, you know, it was whatever, but, you know, but it's like, it didn't really breathe life into me, you know, I wasn't really feeling Standard yet. Then Youthberg comes out, right? I see this card, and I'm like sitting on the porcelain throne. I'm doing an Andrew here. I see this card, and he's staring at me. He says, "It's time." This song playing right as I'm talking about youth is great. But I'm like, nah, okay, it's time for me to hit back into the scene. So here I am fighting against Nabs, and my ass brings in youth, and I win my first game against Nabs, who's, at this point, he's better than me in Standard. He's just a better fighter there. And I'm overcoming it without heal triggers, just on sheer determination alone, brother. It was a great moment. I knew I was back, bro. I knew I was in.
That was such a great like turning point because I think I had like a 3-win streak on you in Standard at that point.
Yeah, you just had the format down a lot quicker than I did, right? I was a bit of a late bloomer by comparison, but you had good anchors in like several decks by that stage. I didn't, right? So this was a big moment for me. This really got me into the scene.
It really anchored you to the world, just really nice.
Yeah, and it gave me good rivals too, because I was able to fight against good decks like Dragult, for instance, right? And then like Ava and things of that nature. Like those were pretty common rival decks at the time that I was able to go blow for blow with, and it was just a good era to play Standard for me, man. This was very nostalgic. So masks,
Man, this is so weird. I remember playing a lot of Mask. I don't remember liking any of them that much. Oh, Astroya. All right, that's pretty good.
so I'm glad I get a chance to glaze Astroya, because Astroya is by far one of my favorite Dark States decks ever, and I liked. I gotta say one very specific thing about this mask form. In addition to having this really slick Espada looking art, which I'm so happy that Stella really expands on more. Like Astroya does not get enough love, bro. But one thing to really mention is this is one of the only cards in the Almagestor archetype to this day that has a limitless scaling to your criticals and bind zone. I like long-term game plans to an extent. I like the idea that the more I put in, the more I get out of a card. But a lot of your boss units and other sort of like constituent elements in Almagestar only require you to see a certain number of criticals, and that's it. For instance, once you reach the 5 for Biko Stella, nothing else matters. 6+ is completely redundant and pointless, right? And I hate that. I don't like that. I want to be able to keep going higher and higher. Maybe it's greed, but I feel like I want to raise that ceiling a bit, especially for such a very well-balanced and kind of mid-range king sort of deck, right? I should say mid-range queen. So this actually goes beyond that. It's for every 2 you get 5,000, both the restand target on herself. That's great. That's simple.
Okay.
If you go up to 8, boom. If we had this skill, but it included the Astroyas and Bind Zone, it'd be so peak. It's the green
That's so
Josh.
funny that you
Thanks,
put,
Gote. Thanks. So
it's funny.
What's up?
It's funny. Go back. It's funny that you're putting a. Did you notice that?
Now that you mentioned. Oh, that's great, bro. This works. I didn't notice that. That wasn't intentional. This really is my favorite mask unit. I love this mask unit, dude. It actually did something of an improvement for the archetype. I cannot lie. But I love all 3 Astroyas a lot. They are quite possibly my favorite Dark States deck in D series. They are quite possibly my favorite Dark States deck, right? That says something, man. That's gotta say something. No, he said King Astroya. So, what the frick?
So,
fake fan.
Mask is really weird for me because I remember playing a lot of Mask. I don't remember liking any of them. If we're talking about like a major improvement from the if we're talking about a deck that I played once and I really like how the Mask quote unquote improves it, Leonardo Mask would be like, you know, a prime example. But I don't play Leonardo Mask that much. It just didn't click with me. However,
Zenon was here. Orphis Mask, easy as pick.
Easy. Oh, I forgot about Magnolia Mask. I think I did kind of like playing it at some point, but
I thought you were gassing it. Like you were like a Magnolia Mask warrior for a little bit.
The unfortunately, Patriarchs just don't get much better.
Yeah, right. Although there was a long time until Patriarch, I felt, right? Because Patriarch was like 10 sets or something.
Yeah, so something like that. It came out in set 8. So
yeah.
If we're talking about who my favorite mask is based on how much I played it, it's gonna go to Dragul Mask.
Ooh, okay, I like that. Bro is willing to pay his CV. All right, it's got to be because of the retires, right? The retires are such a nice addition.
The retire added a lot to the deck. It's just that, you know, the deck is unfortunately really overcosted and Ignis.
Screw going. Oh yeah, Ignis, dude. How could they do it, dude? Looks like it sets real quick, guys.
Ignis is so shameless. It's actually like a super shameless unit.
Right, so Dragul Mask, set 10. Then right here, set 10. Same year, guys. Same year. Less than half a year later.
Honestly, if you think Blankmire is oversaturated, Dragul surpasses it tenfold.
Oh my god. Honestly, I would agree that like Dragul is pretty oversaturated. One of the things that makes me feel like Blankmire is kind of oversaturated, and it's actually more so Suo's character, I felt. But Blankmire has got like less history than Dragul, you know, so Dragul had more time in between.
Wait, hold on 1 second. Kote said that Dragul Mask is so niche, and the fact we have no CC.
No, where's Cranium Burner?
That's incorrect. Cranium Burner wasn't that set.
We gotta show him Cranium Burner. Okay.
Cranium Burner was literally in that set.
I like how you and I are both like oldies, bro. We knew. We knew Cranium. Oh, Twin Marvel, my beloved. Best Dragul and Astroya pair up card. Amazing.
I love Twin Marvel. I think
amazing
Cranium Burner would have come off so much better if we had something like Varpula in Mask.
Ooh, I think Varpula would have worked better for Mask than Ignis, because at least in the case of Mask, it had a CB, so it makes sense that one of its multi-attacks didn't require CB anymore. But that's not how they did it, you know? Like, I think Varpula would have reflected so much better if it was specifically Mask locked, so that Ignis had to, like, go back to rock Argors and whatever the castle lady was.
Imposa.
Yeah, Imposa, yeah, that was her name, Imposa. Alright, let's go ahead and go. So anyway, going back on it a bit, yeah, this is a good show. I like this one. I also like that this deck actually gave you a really nice like turn 3 burst play where if you just forgo Persona and you're like, nah, I want to go right now, blast their units out of the stratosphere and get the critical regardless of opponent's grade. That is kind of terrifying to do. That's pretty funny.
Okay, hold on. Before we move on to
what's up, Drake? No, come in.
Next two, let's not kid ourselves here, Josh. Our favorite destined ones and our favorite fated ones are one and the same. Just go ahead and put it there. The Destined ones and
Alright.
Fated ones we have as favorites are the same. Let's not kid ourselves here.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
You bastard! Stop playing around. Stop playing around, Josh. You're such a bastard.
Because I just want to troll you with old memories, bro. So
such a
obviously we
bastard.
both love Alden, and it's not close for the Destined one.
The Fated ones is also the same.
It should be Resile, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be Resile.
God.
Oh my god. Oh man, if you could tell, me and Nabs really bond on Keter, bro. We do bond on Keter at bad periods. Man, I think one of my favorite tournaments that that I didn't win was that finals when you beat Youthberg with Alden. That was a crazy comeback. I was so
Dude.
proud of you that day, dude. That was amazing.
Thank you. Oh, dude, that was good memories.
Yeah, dude, I remember you being so terrified too. You were so scared
I
of
was.
that matchup. Meanwhile, I'm like sitting here and thinking, you know what? I
was-
respect either result. I can see him winning it. I can see him winning this.
The last game of that, the last quote unquote battle of that fight, I had exactly enough. I had exactly 5k over your final attack.
Yeah, right? It was kind of funny because I think it was kind of just desserts for me as well, because I did admittedly not get, like, the sweetest drives, but considering I did so many spectacular things in that event, especially the way that Lynx got dispatched, poor guy, yeah, it only makes sense that, you know, at the very end there, fate decrees, no, it's time for your karma to get comeback. You're gonna work with what you're gonna work with, Josh. You're just gonna have to deal with the fact that Youthberg plays grade 3s. Math is math. Okay, but anyway, yeah, so Alden, super epic Destined one. This is a deck that I wish got more support, don't we all? Because it really does age like fine wine over time, you know? Like, holy crap.
He just doesn't get support. Like, the latest double rare is dog shit. Gigantic Venerator is a nothing card.
The last thing we got that was good for him was the dual axe guy. An actual grade 3
Yeah.
searcher is relevant for Alden. That's good because of Iltid and Razianel and stuff. And obviously Persona Right's how you kill, right? Like, holy crap, dude. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's a good memory, Dragnoa. I remember that. Yeah, you remember this one, So Dragnoa, he was co-commentating for one of the deluxe fights from back in the first deluxe when Ray was supposed to be playing Orphis, but he debates and does Welstra. Holy crap, that moment
So
had
funny.
ramifications for the second deluxe that we never saw coming. Holy man, everyone
was
started
so
doing
funny.
that after
God.
That was great. But yeah, he almost
People
cooked
are
me on that
something.
one. I actually felt like I was suffocating in that match, barely able to hold on because my hostage strategy was not working against effing Price Shoots Max. Man, I bet for Dragnoa, it must have been so entertaining to like see me try to play around this despite like kind of being at like a matchup disadvantage because of how I built that particular Resile. It was great. So Resile, before we move on, I do want to say one thing. We both love Alden. I'm just gonna say it though. Nabs loves Alden more. Like, Nabs, you have been a champion for Alden. I kind of go part way on him. I really respect him. I was a Resile guy. You're the Alden
Yep.
guy. I think we can just state that for the audience there. That's where these two kind of like goes, you know? You know, I'm a Fated one, you're a Destined one, I guess. We were even that in
It
the
was
freaking Destined Showdown.
He was a Resile lover. I'm an Alden player. What else is there to say?
Star-crossed lovers, fated to never meet. Also, we had probably the best fight in the Destined Showdown. That was a great fight. That fight went
That was
down
so
to the
good.
last card in deck. So intense, dude.
Dude, I was 5k off from guarding your last attack.
Isn't this so weird how that kind of like reversed from the Youthberg thing? Wow, God, the memories. Man, Standard had great moments. It really did. For as much as I trashed this format, dude, it had some genuinely amazing moments. And we both love Resile. I mean, Well, I mean, what can we say about Rezile that isn't, like, apparent? Aesthetic is great, the Divine Skill is awesome and very personal expressive, where you can take this Divine Skill any way you want, sort of like Alden, but to an even, like, more, I guess, cinematic extent, because this Divine Skill is very momentous, right? This Divine Skill often tends to get shotgunned, but I actually like it when people hold on the Divine Skill. I think Thunder really showed me how to, like, save on that one, you know?
Mm-hmm. There's honestly no more reason to shotgun this, not as a hostage been banned.
Yeah, without hostage, it hurt. And man, I know everyone thinks about hostage from things like, you know, Rezile and Levy and stuff, but hostage hurt Alden big time. I loved committing triggers to make sure your columns could get over defensives. I loved that. That felt good. But we can't have that anymore. So the dual sword and shield tactic is not going to work out, but I guess we got Ilton and stuff at least. Kote says, bring the Youthbrick Phantom, he deserves the glaze. Well, for the Phantom bits, yeah, we'll get there in a moment. Standard has my favorite moment is surviving in Paldio 3 to 4 times over. Shouts to Shiono for the amazing fight. Oh, yeah, that was a great... I really wish we could have, like been able to preserve the recording on that one. I hate it when like errors like that happen, dude. It just gets corrupted. Oh shoot. Anything to mention for Rezi on your side of the aisle before we move on to Phantoms?
I love Rezile. I've so Orchidus ever since Orchidus came out, Rezile has become extremely enjoyable for me to play. The gameplay loop of King has become really nice and really fun, but what helped but the variable here is the setup to get to that, and the setup turn for Rezile can make or break your entire game plan. But now that Orchidus is a thing, you can save it entirely. It's really nice. It feels really nice. Like, admittedly, I run one of Rifistor, one of Gabuelius, one of Nilbris. I ran so many one-offs in my Rezile deck. At some point in one of my games, I damaged both Gabuelius and Rifistor. However, Orchidus plussed me so much that I was able to heal out both Gabuelius and Rifistor and kill my opponent.
Oh yeah, that's beautiful. just keep holding out to opportunity arises. That's very much a Rezile thing to do. And healing out.
It's just so nice. The deck is just so nice and enjoyable to play. Like Rifistor, giving Rezile a final game plan and not just attrition the opponent out was so nice. It's actually really nice.
Yeah, and my Ibo was Gabuelius. I love Gabuelius as a way to just get advantage and pressure in one card. And Gabuelius is probably, I think, the thing I usually kill with a lot of the time. Because even after Rifistor came out, people are obviously allocating around Rifistor. So what they usually have to then bet on is the Gabuelius single drive hitting or not, right? So that's always been my big make or break, was him, rather than Reefy or Reza or something. So he was great, man. Oh, and I guess shout out to Orchidus for actually enabling me to dare a Drive Out Dragon in deck. I like Drive Out Dragon. Great recursion card. Did I get around to telling you me and Mads apparently knew each other for years IRL, but only figured out who we were online? I think he told me about that. Ah, yeah, he did tell me about that. You see, it's small world after all, dude. Some of us know each other even when we don't know each other, right? I bet there's a couple of content creators in Texas that I've met, but we just haven't recognized each other yet. But yeah, like, I get what you mean, bro. The East Coasters got a big community, and they know each other. All right, so Phantom, let's see. So for Phantom, I mean, obviously, Alfard is here, right? So
you can put him again.
Yeah, I can put him again. If we did want to do duplicates, it would be Youthbrick Phantom. I think what I want to do here is yeah, I think I have to do repeats, right? Which means Alfard. So as for you, what would you pick?
Isn't that really funny? Because mine is Blackmire Phantom. It's Blackmire again, but Phantom.
And again, the weirdly favorites are now the favorite Phantoms. Right. I respect the Gabuelius bit, Dragnoa, yeah. Gabuelius Phantom, I've been playing almost as much as Alphard Phantom. I've been playing more both of them more than Youthberg Phantom, surprisingly enough. I think just because, I mean, Youthberg Phantom I do really well with, don't get me wrong, it's a Youthberg, it's going to call to me no matter what. But I feel more enamored by the play loop, because Youthberg Phantom feels incomplete to me. It feels like it's waiting for its moment to truly feel like a whole deck. Don't you get the same impression, Nabs?
It's gotta get the Imperial treatment.
What it needs, it's like its own version of Tempest. Okay, whatever. Anyway, so my favorite Welstra design. Oh, Welstra Phantom. Its worst Aichi icon. Yeah, kinda. I don't like to compare things to, like, icons or whatever. The reason being is that they're gonna like make everything else feel bad. They trounce most things in terms of like sheer power and viability. And I'm like, we should appreciate them for what we love about these things. Okay, so now oh, what's up?
With that being said, though, I easily trash Aichi icons with Blackfire Phantom, so I'm not worried.
Yeah, it's a skill thing. Alright, I can't lie. I've had some funny ass eats with Icon. I actually did beat an Aichi icon with Alphard once because they didn't see the Elementaria, and it's just broken heart emoji. They chanced a 2 to pass. And I also chanced that 2 to pass.
Wow.
Yeah, that's how that goes, man. I identified the kill. I identified the ability, and so it came, man. That's great. You're gonna get that one Alphard turn, you're gonna die. Yeah, you see, man. And again, like, realistically, what got me to that point is Recurrence Dragon and Gamma Raises being broken, bro. He has so much above curve like units, it's crazy. That means if Alphard doesn't continue to get above curve units, he's gonna suffer greatly. So I worry for him. So do you want to actually do it from Overdress onwards as an exception here, since they're kind of like going chronologically up, or do we want to continue doing our like backwards thing?
I think we should just continue backwards because I like building up to the top.
Gotcha. So favorite Deviance Deluxe. What
does that even mean?
So I would imagine it's a unit that was like premiered in the Deviance Deluxe, or like a unit that was played in Deviance Deluxe era. So because that would be seasons like 3 and 4. That one I actually
that's an easy one.
I'm gonna say Vastruger for mine.
Vastruger, okay.
Yeah, what about
well,
you?
actually, that didn't debut in the deluxe. Okay, so yeah, let's go back. So this is so this one is really hard for me because it's actually a choice between Nexus and Sacred One of Fated One of Sacred Time. However,
Leo Draconis, right? Okay. Yeah, you should Kaiser Love. You know it, brother.
That's funny. However, I did remember crashing the crap out of Leo Draconis being the discard, which had to be mitigated by NKO and key kill and literally everything else. So yeah, you know what? Nexus. Go ahead and put Nexus.
Nexus, fair enough. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of lament not being able to put Artisaria there. I would have put Artisaria there if it wasn't for Vastruger, 100%.
You put a what?
I lament not being able to put in Artisaria, but Vastruger kind of cucks it out for me. I want to put Boss Sakura here, admittedly, but you know, Oxaya has such a stained, you know, past, right? Which is what's gonna get me. Hey, yeah, Dragnoli on the Artisaria, dude. We know Xenon as well would be on Artie.
Artisaria cuts a lot.
Yeah, just cause of that.
Well,
I like Vastruger. I think the aesthetic of the deck is really cool, and I actually do think that what I like about it the most is that it grew on me. I started out not liking it, but then over time I gained to actually appreciate it dedicatedly, you know?
Get to run the world.
Yeah, the theme song is great. Favorite Divines? Oh.
Deku Moria.
I mean...
My favorite Divines as in Season 5? Or...
no, as in like
Divines?
Season 1 and 2. So like basically Destined Showdown and Fated Clash.
Oh, put Varga for mine.
Cool.
I enjoyed this deck to a certain extent. At some point, it's really fatigued though. Like it's the kind of deck that's really fatigued to play. But I did like Divines.
Yeah, it had its moment. It really did. I mean, David was right there on it, dude, from like start to finish until it just kind of died off. I felt bad. I did like Cross-Setsu as a win condition, though. It was, I think that field control really gets like severely under talked about. Favorite wheel dress? Oh.
I think you know what mine is.
Okay, so wheel dress would be Java, I would imagine.
Yes, sir. If you can put Straw Virina in there, go ahead and put Straw Virina.
Yeah. Straw. Wait, do they let Straw Virina? No.
No, they don't. Wait, Willstraw Phantom is in there. Wait, what?
There, I guess, because the manga, right? The manga actually did
That's
reveal
so
his
funny.
effects and stuff. So yeah, they're letting him and Artisari Phantom be in that, I guess.
The manga effects are. It's fine.
Varga's gonna come back in a cool way in the movie. I bet that too, dude. I would sell the house on that. Yeah, I mean, Youthberg. This was, yeah, it's obvious. Now Java. God, when I think of you in standard, I think of Nirvana. Nirvana to me was your deck, dude.
She was a fairy. She was a beautiful lady that had a lot of. It's a very rearguard centric deck, and you have to combo a lot in order to get to the optimal point of Jiva, and that's what I really like about her. It's a combo deck. I love combo decks. Her rearguards, the eyeball Virina, is really versatile and very reliable. And introducing the idea of freestanding the Virinas you pick to double dip into them was a very novel idea at the time.
Mm-hmm. For sure, dude. For sure. The crossover just mechanic had both potential and aura to it. I do want to say, just as like a question, because I think our choices still haven't changed here. What is your favorite crossover dress?
Straw Virina, but Miris is a close second.
Yeah.
Because Miris completely changed the game for Nirvana. It went
Mirrors
from
is when Nirvana finally reached Mahar, if not exceeded it.
Yep, it went from a very mediocre late game high roll deck to a very stable mid range deck.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, getting all those extra draws super huge, and it was a really interesting way of doing it too, with having to get those Virinas going.
A couple of draws from yours for the first turn, and then in the later turns you switch to Braum or Garo, and the opponent usually dies by that point.
See, it's funny you mentioned those two because those are my two favorites. Crossover dress is Braum Virina and Garo Virina as the second. Garo on aesthetic and Braum Virina in how he's utilized. I love the huge F off 33k beater that also has a repeatable on hit. That's funny as frick to me. It is whenever I want to just intimidate and bully the opponent, my front row is Braum, baby. Just Braum straw.
Mm-hmm.
I was doing that crap for a while, man. Yeah, I get you, Kote. Navs was the Nirvana player for me, man. He really was the Nirvana player. He still is the Nirvana player for me.
Aw, thanks, guys.
Yeah, you see that Bhagavan fight? Bhagavan versus Rezile? Peak-ass fight, I tell you.
Fun.
Yeah, peak fight. Peak fight. Hey, what's up, guys? So,
imagine
I think I interrupted you there.
Imagine if Braum was in the once per turn.
Right? Oh, God, that's actually one of the reasons why I've had, on a couple occasions, double Braum boards.
Oh, dude. You know, the third place, I should mention this now. The third place is Bauer. The fourth place is ours.
Bowers and ours, Irina. I think if I had to keep going on crossover dresses, I guess third place would probably go. No, I don't really like Bill's Virina. I think it would probably be Straw, and then fourth would be. No. Third would be Mirrors, fourth would be Straw. Like,
got it.
yeah, so basically after my two favorites, I get like directly into your favorites there because they are still pretty cool effing like crossover dress. So they just didn't have like my heart of hearts in it. So next up is Overdress up. Nice. It's about time. It's about time.
Apropos.
I know, right? Easy pick right here. This makes me feel so good to have these three in a line. This is great, dude. So amazing. Bob Sagata, Youthberg, and Rezile are my holy trinity in standard. So much so that they are the three standard units of my top 5 Vanguard units right here. With the other two being one from V Series, which is Raging Form, and one from G, which is Fenrir. Oh yeah. And for all my standard, hey, 3 of my top 5s are from standard. She was my baby girl. Bob Sakura really falls into one of my classic stories, which is a deck that I underestimated or was indifferent to or even outright thought was like bad or weak or not my thing. But then I play it and suddenly I'm in love with it. Suddenly it calls to me, right? It's sort of like it chooses me in a way. And Bob Sakura really fit that bill, but on the indifference category. What's weird about things like Bob Sagata and Fenrir and Shadow Paladin, right, is I was a guy who always idealized like heroism, knights, justice, angels, you know, good things, right? Protagonist kind of oriented topics. But my most prototypical like type of Vanguard is the redeemed villain. It's the anti-hero in a sense, but like basically like a noble shadow in a way, you know. She's a goddess of despair who turned for the better. He was a rebellious knight who decided to work towards unity. Raging Form Dragon was a apocalyptic kind of dragon who decided to find value in life again in like defending his brethren. Things like that, right? So Bob Sagata really did ultimately, in the grand scheme of things, fit the bill. I loved her playstyle, I got really good with her, and I think Bob Sagata was a deck that helped me a lot with understanding tempo and fundamentals for standard, because I kind of relied a bit on Youthberg's power when it came to like actually winning some of my fights. You know, like Youthberg was carrying me a little bit, not just because he was like, you know, pretty powerful, especially when Tempest came up, but also because the connection I have with a Shadows adjacent unit's really strong, so I tend to get a lot of good RNG with them. But Boss Sagata wasn't like that. I actually got a fair bit of bad RNG with Boss Sagata at first. She challenged me to get better with it, right? And this is actually the same story that happened with Asha. Asha's not going to appear in this list because she's not a standard unit, but Asha's the exact same deal. I chose to do Asha because because the blue mechanics seemed like complicated and intimidated to me, so I want to get good at it. And it was hard, but I got good at it. And Bob Sakura's the same way. Now she's mommy. Now she's best Vanguard like unit waifu right alongside Asha, dude. It's crazy how that turns out. What's up?
Josh. The things that I listen, David. The things that I did with Bob Sakura, I did it for me. I was good at it. It made me feel alive.
Oh, yeah, you're bringing up Breaking Bad with Walter White. I did it for me, Skylar. I did it for me. I made Oxaya. I made Yuka Mashad.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
I am the one who designs. Alright, what about you? Would you just go to like Mahar or regular Nirvana or something like that?
No.
Or what do you think?
Actually, no. I would put Bastion Prime.
Ooh, okay. So this is different.
Everything that I like about Bastion Prime expands on that in a very significant way, to the point where I would actually say it's too much, because hitting 58 columns for set 4 is kind of dumb.
On a 5-attack turn, no less. I feel like Bastion Prime sort of stole Final Rush's lunch, you know? Technically, Final Rush got 6 attacks because of, like, Unrivaled Bruce, but I don't care. The sheer value of that multi was so much greater to me.
Oh my god, okay. Let's... 1 second. Final Rush is a really dumb deck because Dark States may not have as actually this was before broken generics Keter era. So right. Dark States has a lot of stupid dumb tools. Brainwash and Quen Lu was abusable as hell for a Grateful Goose. Pandemonium Tactics made it worse.
Yeah,
Derek?
the amount of times you would Pandemonium Tactics on 1-2 Brainwash Swirler, and then immediately to 6 attack dunk by Bob Saga was infuriating to me. I hated losing to that crap.
Okay. Oh, I don't have. Oh, my front row just got wiped. Let me just Derek. Oh,
Derek,
my front row
bro.
got wiped again. Let me just Lyle.
Literally,
so dumb.
those were your number one solutions when I was on the Gravidia train, bro. You remember that crap? I was doing nothing but Gravidia for a while. Those were solutions to that problem.
You board wiped me, and I spit that shit back out like it was nothing.
And I try to keep a cool facade, but I'll tell you, I was stressing after a couple turns of that play pattern, brother. That was bad, bro. But yeah, this is a good shout. Bastion Prime was the coolest of the Grade 4 decks. He may have not ultimately been the strongest because a couple of them, most particularly in the very, very later stages, Seraph Purelight would like age like the finest wine in France. But he was still really solid, especially because of the Accord days, right?
Yep.
Yeah, this is a really cool Overdress unit. I like the Grade 4s too, but I do feel like I was on Babs, which I must say, playing Babs did kind of like hit me a little because Grade 4s were very powerful decks, which made me kind of feel a little intimidated playing as the Boss Saga player because Babs was definitely a bit more of a attrition style game plan, right? So when the Grade 4 burst comes, I'm pretty afraid. But that's the way it was with Babs, right? You had to really min-max your opponent to the umpteenth degree. So seeing this unit down here just really reminds me of like what it was I was competing against and why I kind of like loved relying on Bobs a bit and relying on my own skill to make Bobs work in that kind of environment. So
it's a very challenging prospect, but you did it extremely well.
Yeah, thanks, man. I definitely tried my best. Then Oxaya came out, and suddenly life was easy. And I won so much with that thing. It wasn't hard. I had that one Levy Dress player in the February tournament get so salty, and I'm like, brother, get Levy Dress out of here. Terrible ass unit. I have no sympathies for you. There's this one time where I beat up a Blanemeyer player, right? And he was complaining about a couple of like the issues he had, and I told him straight up, I don't respect your struggle. Moving on.
Wow.
So favorite lyrical Monasterio unit,
I think the answer for you is pretty obvious, to be honest.
This one is kind of
Yeah,
this one's pretty historical. This one is pretty historical, admittedly. Yeah, Lutetia. I'd probably go to Lutetia, but Artisario was pretty close, but it doesn't have the same level of like connection. Guys, y'all probably did not know this about me. Nabs has been my friend for a long time. He knows this about me. I was on that Lutetia for a minute, and yes, I saw all of the order cards. It was a sack
That's
fest.
super great too. That
Oh yes,
bastardly
keep
great
top
to ruin
3
my day.
smile. Surely I'll bring
That
the top
power-up
3
effect.
surge.
That power-up effect ruined my day. I'll have you know. Every time I
Yeah,
have
plus
to go up against
15,000, bruv. Plus 15,000. So early.
God, I hate
Why?
it.
Why, dude? Yeah, and it was just really fun to high roll. And oh, look, I'll be real. It's one of those decks where it's like Boss Sagada, in which the combination of factors come together rather than just one factor alluring me. I tested a deck that I didn't really care too much about at first. I'm like, wow, there's a lot of things going for it. Admittedly, her jugs are huge, and that's a really persuasive argument. What about your Lyrical Monasterio?
So lyrical is really weird because I thought that I don't particularly like any of them, and then I counted back. I have like 5 candidates, maybe even more. So
Give
the
me
5
Hazard,
candidates
bro.
are. So the 5 candidates are, Lilfa.
That's a classic.
Hold on. Lilfa. I'm trying to remember the ones. Damn it. Why am
Ballista
I
should be a
forgetting?
big one for you, right?
Yep. So, 1 second. I'm trying to remember. Okay. So, Lofa, Perminia, Medial. Oh, what's the other one? Crap. I'm forgetting what the other
Willista.
one is, but
Willista.
and then Willista. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. There's I'm counting
Oh.
5. So,
Not Hazard,
yeah.
I assume.
Not Hazard. Oh, I guess Chris Rain would be one of them these days. But yeah, Chris Rain, and then Wallista. They're really big candidates for me. So let's go through them one by one. Lilfa success. Moving on.
Very unfortunate. Yeah.
Hermania was Bastion but lyrical, and that really drew me to her.
It's kind of funny to think about that, considering Feltia Rosa has like the whole drive gimmick thing of Bastion, but it's true.
Yep, she got a rear guard that's basically like better Lagriel. It's Lagriel without the discard tax, which is really attractive. And her form, her new looks broken as crap. So
yeah,
Feltia Rosa, that's what the other one. Feltia Rosa.
Yeah,
That's also another one. Yeah, Felty.
Oh yeah, you did like this Felty for a while, didn't you?
Yeah, Felty was a bit too janky for me, even with the new form. So yeah, remove that. Hermania, yeah, Herminia's pretty broken. Medial was pretty fun.
More a mask.
I like her more because of the LSR.
Oh my god, freaking awful, brother. Although
it's cute. It's cute. What do you want from me?
Honestly,
no, don't pull it up. Don't pull it up. Don't pull it up. Don't pull it up.
No. I mean, my LSR's in this set as well. We'll share, bro. We gotta share. Let's just share. Oh, by the way, your favorite panty line girl.
Yeah, that's my favorite look this year.
You already know mine. That grade 1 ride line had my heart, bro. That grade 1 ride line.
Oh god, I'm gonna get exposed live on TV.
Yeah, here we go. Yeah, there's yours.
I'm gonna get exposed.
Yeah. There you go.
I'm gonna get exposed.
Meanwhile, mine is for baser reasons.
God.
Not based, baser.
Baser.
Yeah. Oh man, fun times. So, are we about ready to admit that it's Wallista that's your favorite?
Oh right, I also like Kyrie to a certain extent, but
Yeah, fair enough.
my favorite has to in terms of like the most positive feeling I had, will have to go to Wallista.
Yeah.
Like it's just no. Like I really like her. Unfortunately that entire set was just damn going. Hey, you know the flaws that make this deck interesting? Let's just remove all of them. But ultimately, I really do still like Willis's gameplay loop, even if it's just 5 attack slop. Ophelia still being relevant is amazing though. So
yeah, I know. What an
that.
enduring unit. I mean, she was trying to beat like Alden's record. Never could, but like that was great.
Like
Bro said small minds.
Small minds.
Unfortunate. Yeah, that's a good that's a good shout though. The I mean it's kind of funny to think that both of these lyrical units are also like among the actual meta worthy ones, like relatively speaking. They had their moments for sure. I will say yours definitely kind of like is looked at with a little bit more infamy because of how they just broke the crap out of this, but that was never really your style with Ballista anyway, right? So yeah, you enjoy what made it more legitimate.
Dude. Volshablan, I figured it. I found this out afterwards. Volshablan procs off of the on-place discard. That was so dumb. That was genuinely so dumb.
That crap gets me so hard when those cyclers have those kind of applications. Remember the Persona ride card for Faverneal and how that'll proc Lamina? Every time Noir did that, I rolled my eyes. I was like, bro, that's so unintended. That has to be unintended. There's no way they wanted that to do a thing.
To be fair though, Faverneal sucks ass, so I didn't mind it.
Yeah, it kind of needed that to be honest. Until it's all like double crits, then all it needs is a quick death. So okay, now it's Brandgate unit. I mean,
oh, I'm gonna enjoy this. Oh, I'm so gonna enjoy this. Best you believe.
What, for your pick or for my pick?
For my pick. Actually, you wanna? Yeah, let me start first. Let me start first if you don't.
Yeah. Okay, lead us off. I need a little bit of time.
Put Rotovisor in there. Put Rotovisor in there.
Wait, what's the name
what?
Of the main, what's the name of the main Rotovisor?
It's just Rotovisor.
It's got to be like the grade 3 name.
That 1 second.
Here, let me.
It's like something Rotovisor.
Let me check.
No way, please don't tell me they forgot about Rotovisor.
Card, right?
It's a set 2 card. It's a
DZ
DZ
set
set
2.
two.
Okay, gotcha. Let me go ahead and scroll.
Oh my god, if they forgot about this rotovisor, I'm gonna be so mad.
That would be kind of crash out material, I can't lie. Let's see here. Glonsol, so it's probably Glonsol then.
No.
What?
No. No. No.
Wait, hold up
No.
a second though. I got you, bro. One sec.
Can you actually
I got
upload
you.
it?
I think I can. Give me a sec.
No way.
Come on, I'm gonna do. Oh yeah. Nothing but what I want.
Nothing but what you want. I'm
I
actually
got
gonna
you,
crash
dude.
out. I'm actually genuinely gonna crash out. Okay. Thank you. Oh, thank God. Holy crap!
yeah.
Who made this tier list? Okay.
Okay, so how am I gonna do it? Oh, I think I just have to do it from the uploads, right?
Yeah.
So
Oh,
yeah,
Okay.
works out. Good enough.
oh, thank God. Okay. Yeah, Rotovisor is such an easy pick because, it plays a lot like Nova Grapple, yes, but it also satisfies my craving from standard feeling. It has an end of battle restand, and it's CB2s for the restand. And although the next support basically negates that, it does not change the fact, however, that this feels like a very old school standard unit that should have gotten released a long time ago, and I really like that about Rotovisor.
Yeah, he feels like he comes from a different time, man. A better time in a way. And not relative
time.
to his own era, but relative to like his era being after an era where it was great. Yeah, I get that. I can get that feeling. Big time.
Big time.
So for me, favorite Brandgate probably shoots back on potentially Vastruger. I got Welstra. I liked for a little while. Welstra was good, but I don't know if I would really gas Welstra like that. And Brandgate was always a very weird deck to me at first. I liked Prison for a little while, so that was kind of cool.
What about Gravidia?
Oh man.
You're joking. Oh my God, are you serious? Alright, guess we're gonna have to be on the same boat for this.
There's no way. Why? What?
Alright, cool. At least I'm not alone in this, am I right?
Wow. Wow. Fake fans, bruv.
Fake fans.
Gravidia Nordlinger. Alright, Mom. Okay. Let's do this, Gravidia. Okay. We need to upload. Wow.
Wow.
So, for those of you guys who may or may not know, I competed with this deck for a little while. Went to BCS Anaheim and everything. This deck, I did not build a reputation with it in the greater audience. I built a reputation with it within my friend group, though. I absolutely terrorized Nabs and David and Xenon and all the lads. Except for Xenon, who wasn't around yet. I absolutely terrorized them with Gravidia. It was like an obsession. I was possessed with it. And this is around like set 566 era, right? So I'm like I'm like nearing the end of Gravidia's like viability runtime. But I didn't care, bro. I ate nothing but rocks for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Like, he'd be like, hey man, you wanna play Magic the Gathering? Drop 5 Meteor. It was like that. So I'm like, okay, I like Vastruger right now, but you know, in the age of antiquity, in the golden years, it was Gravidia. Deadass. Okay, favorite.
That is actually a good question. Do we want to make favorite nation units separate from the other ones, or do you prefer it if we just do duplicates?
I feel like duplicates is more candid. Because we're gonna start running into like really weird stuff, like all-time favorite, but if it wasn't either the male or the female, Like what? Do we then have to pick like a robot?
I do think, while it can be seen as weird, I also see an argument for it, which is that, oh, I see it as like separate. I put this in a tier above it, like favorite Dragon Empire. I was actually thinking about putting something that's not Nirvana there, but we'll get to it when we get to it.
Yeah. I think for now what we can do is we can just try to use our best judgment and keep like and if we have run the duplicates, we run the duplicates, right? If we wanted to make things as like duplicate free as possible, we could try to choose like versions of units at times. Like I could try to choose a different youth perk if I wanted. For instance, for Wildress, right? Something I can do, which might actually be technically accurate. Well, okay, so they don't have Gust because it's not considered a main Vanguard. Okay, because I could have put Gust here. Yeah. I feel right. I like Gust would have worked. They spelled Nordlinger wrong. What?
Is it Nerdlinger? Aw, come on. Please, I don't want to be alone. You have to Photoshop mine in. Yeah, you have to Photoshop mine in. I don't want to feel lonely.
Fair. It's also kind of funny that we have to do it for the same goddamn category. Why? Holy crap, bro. That's unfortunate. So, Keter Sanctuary,
Real talk. If I could put Grand Heavenly Sword Alden in there, I would. It's not a main Vanguard though, so I can't.
Yeah, I guess it would be kind of defiant, wouldn't it?
What a timeless ass card.
Yeah, literally timeless. Up until like, I actually kind of winced when they gave us the new Pot of Greed card. I was like, man, I think you guys like ruined tradition. Right. They ended a dynasty. It's so unceremoniously when they did that. Like that was the kind of thing. If you're gonna end that dynasty, you needed to like make it an anime thing. You know, when Toya comes back or something. But well, it is what it is.
We need a Bastion right line more than we needed this. But okay, Bushiro, do whatever you want, I guess.
Yeah. I guess.
Real talk, yeah. Real talk, I don't think Rebuild is that enjoyable to you.
Yeah, I liked Rebuild's improvements, but Rebuild brought a pretty big crash out for me for a little bit because of Exist. It wasn't Rebuild's fault, it was Exist's fault. But he really has that stain on his legacy for me. My menu list, okay, that sounds cool. Yeah, so I feel like between those two, I want to say Youth Berk was my favorite. I think that was probably the best way to do it. It's kind of unfortunate because I guess one thing I could do if I wanted to try and do like different unit type things, input the Gust here, make it just a rebuild, the modern interpretation of Youth Berk, and then replace this with the Phantom Youth Berk and just have Youth Berk all over the place. Like that would that would look kind of pretty. So maybe we can debate doing that in a little bit, but it's just going to be a Youth Berk slot here. That's going to be my pick. Rezile's second. Is this Alden for you or is this Rezile? Or is it Bastion? Oh, you got some picks.
Yeah, it has to be Apex Ruler. Yeah, I really like. Actually, you know what? Sword of the Nation.
Okay, you know what? If we're doing it like that, brother, yeah, I'm getting.
I do really like how a court changed things a lot. Okay, fair enough.
I'll meet you there, brother. I'll meet you.
Yeah, I got more enjoyment out of Apex Ruler, truth be told, but Sword of the Nation was a huge turning point for Bastion because it revolutionized Do deck in a very nuanced way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like, I was gassing it up earlier. The way it interacts with things like Bastion Prime or Lagriel, so peak.
Yep.
So good. Stoicheia.
Man,
do I even have Stoicheia decks that I like?
Pretty sure I'm pretty sure Stoichia is like your least favorite nation. I'm sure like you like Dark States more than Stoichia. That's
And
the
that's
shocking
rough,
part about
because
that.
because Dark States is just simply by Astroya and Gabelis's existence alone already probably beats out Stoichia for me. I do not like Stoichia. Oh baby, if I really wanted to troll, I could do it.
Oh, actually, that is like the one Stoichia deck I think that you actually have a positive perspective on. That's the thing.
There's gotta be at least one Stoichia deck that I play that's like
Roroa?
real.
No, not Roroa. Maybe you can put base
Flag.
Lapidress in there.
Base Lapidress? I mean, that would be a statement, wouldn't it? Like, that would actually, like, tell them exactly what I feel. Luricam, I'll solve in a little bit if it's not there. Flagberg, yeah.
Wait a minute! Zorga!
Zorga's fun. I want to hold off a little bit on before I go into my token Zorga thing. Just in case there's something else. Just in case there's something else. Maybe there's something else. Yeah, I gotta stop after a little while because I mean I've got over 600 decks, dude. Yeah, not a boring, obviously not. Resentment.
Oh my god, not the cringe stack.
Hold on a second.
Yeah, I think it has to be Bebe.
Yeah, it has to be Baby.
God,
This
so
says
funny.
everything I need to say about Stoichia. Screw this nation, the collabs did it better. What about you?
I'm stuck in an endless loop of undersupported Vanguards. It's an eternal hell of my own making. I despise this. Why does Bushiroad hate me? Flagberg.
Good choice.
The Flagberg, you know, it really does say a lot that Flagberg plays more like Maelstrom than Maelstrom does. I genuinely despise this shit.
Dude, I totally get what you mean, man. I totally get what you mean. Dark States.
God. Dark States. Go first.
Dark States has a couple. So there's basically 3 choices for me when it comes to Dark States. So choice 1 is Astroya, and this is where I would probably put the original Astroya.
I like Unica. I like Unica more than Pico.
Yeah, Biko I put on Mass because of the thing she did. It's relative to the Mass though. I think Unico overall I like better too, aesthetic wise as well. But the second choice is Gabrielle's Phantom. I've been on a kick with this deck pretty lately, and Phantom decks are generally pretty fun, so that's not that bad of a call.
It's also
The
very
third
open-ended.
thing-
I like it like that. Oh right, this
Right.
deck.
Dude, this sorry ass clan, man, this sorry ass nation, and sacrifice
You know what?
classes there.
You know what, Josh? No, there's actually someone even more appropriate than this.
Oh no, what have I forgotten?
Chaos.
And then we
Yep.
got through the Soul,
Soul
Oratorio for
Oratorio.
sure. Yeah. Oh.
Soul Oratorio. Chaos. Yep.
I think I gotta do it, man. I think you're right.
You gotta do it?
I think I gotta do it. This was the most enjoyment I've had with like a Dark States
God.
deck. Was just turbo. This was my first scam deck. This was my first scam deck.
I hate that Superior Rider. I hate that Superior Rider. That Superior Rider
Absolutely
ruined
terrible
everything.
choice. It made Ava meta broken. It made this scam broken. Like
The spice.
this card should never be a turn 3 card. Never, ever, ever, ever. Way too much power. What the frick? The only thing it required you to do was high roll. And so I did. I remember the Chaos Mirror match. Yeah, it's freaking. We had that mirror, bro. Him and I sacked each other so hard that day. That is exactly how a Chaos Mirror should go. 100%. What about you? What's your Dark States? Is this where Bruce finally comes in?
Bruce, I want to put Bruce in, but I don't find a lot of enjoyment with that deck as of late.
Even the
the
Unrivaled
Dark
era?
States,
Biomance maybe.
The Dark States deck that I have the most enjoyment with is right now is actually Dradual Magnus.
Oh yeah, you have been playing some bit. Man, you've got 2 Draduals in here. I think you're earning like points, bro. I can't lie.
See, here's the thing about me. I like a lot of things. I just don't talk about myself that much. Arc Soul, whenever someone needs help with Alden, they go to Carabin the Fraudster, instead of me. And, it feels like a slight on me, but I know he doesn't do it intentionally, so it's fine.
Yeah, like, I think you're a better Alden player than he is in general, just because you have more common sense with that deck than he does. He follows meta trends and nothing else.
It's okay. Most people are better Alden players than Carabin. I'm kidding. This is brought to you by the Carabin slide.
Why'd you have to? Yeah, of course you're kidding. Because if you were being serious, you'd remove the Alden part. I totally don't mean that, Carabin. If you're watching that,
that's
a
deeper
joke.
burn that I was setting up for. Holy crap!
It's a good thing we're talking about deep burns. Dragon Empire's next.
Yeah. Yep.
Which one?
I'm resisting every cell, bone, blood in my body. I'm resisting every part of myself, every inch, to not put Eugene in there.
I'm typing it already, bro.
Dude, how did you know? That's pretty good. I'm resisting so much. I'm resisting. I call me resistor because Karena I Suyohi.
Surely this is your Aquaforce roots, the resist keyword.
God, decks that I play always get undersupported.
They exist to suffer. They embody the Virgil quote 100%. You know, one passion you had for a little while was Alka Libra, I will say. It probably not favorite Dragon Empire, but this could have been a favorite Destin one if it wasn't for Alden, at the very least.
It could have been a favorite Destin one if it was interesting, but unfortunately it's not. It's really bad. It's a really bad deck.
What's so weird about it is that, like, on first rip, it seemed crazy, right? People thought for sure Alka Libra was... Because we have to remember that Odium was a set 5 thing, this was a set 4 thing, so relative to set 4, Levidrass wasn't good yet. We didn't get Odium. The Kings weren't out either, like, including Rizzo. So this seemed like a pretty solid-ass, like, Destin one on release. Then everything after it just, like, made it a fraud. It was so sad.
Yep. What do you call it? Yeah, Alka Libra was ridiculously undersupported. And then I liked it a lot, and then it got really bad. But then Alka Libra Phantom got released. I hate this deck even more. This deck's garbage.
I'm not gonna lie. I hate this. That I like this deck, but you know, I played it a bit. You know, I did like it.
You wanna know why I don't like it? Because it has that same stupid ass standard deck problem that every standard deck has, which is that your 2 front rows are always going to be the same. I despise this. That's why I don't harp. True. That's why I don't harp on Vanguard restanders that much, because there's always a choice on what you can restand. Self-restanders do not have this choice.
Yeah, you're Rock Argor types, basically. Yeah, that I agree with, right? Unironically, probably the only compliment to give to Nana boring. It doesn't force you to have a specific rear guard. So yeah, your favorite. So what is your favorite then? This one's tough for you. Like, this one is kind of tough.
Ultimately, I have to put I have to put Eugene in there.
The original
regular.
Or 2? Regular.
The original.
Okay.
I don't like Inferno Dust Storm.
Worst Vanguard favorite Jack Empire. This is so you. This is so you, dude.
It is so me. I like how toolboxy Eugene was. See, honestly, they didn't even have to make Inferno of Duststorm. They honestly didn't even have to make it on attack. All they could have just made it an act that costs less, that calls less, but it doesn't go to Soul. Like that would have been very apropos, but they didn't do that. So now I'm stuck with this.
Yeah, it's really whack, unfortunately, man. I feel bad for that. I feel bad. And meanwhile, I party, you know? I party.
You party.
I want to be like, be troll and just be like, Oxoya, but... You know, we're not gonna... I don't think we really need to do that here. Because... Oh, but I guess if we are doing era-based things, then I should revert back to my previous youth work then. I should do that to maintain verisimilitude in how we're judging these, because obviously it's not your current favorite because of what it is right now. It's your favorite from a point in time, right?
Well, no, it's my current favorite now because, what do you call it? I'm associating the feelings I have about it right now that I have about it, and you know, from that perspective, Flackberg would be the number one. So if you want to put a reveal there, go ahead and do it. I like Eugene more of a basis of what could have been. Now, although Eugene is not my all-time favorite, I'm gonna give him the honor of being my favorite Dragon Empire, simply because he had the potential to be greater than what he is.
That's very fair, man. That is very fair. Man, that's rough, but it's true. So what's your least favorite on the female Vanguard side of things?
You know, Josh, you play so many decks that I don't like. That happens to be female.
What can I say? My bitches be bitches.
I find her really hot and I find her really attractive. But Ava will always be a thorn in my side. Were you about to type Ava as well?
Actually, yeah. Yeah, as a matter of fact, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna put Poison Paradise there.
Good, because guess what?
You're gonna put original? No, Poison Paradise, cool.
Hate this card. Absolutely ignorant. I seethe at the sight of Ava. I say, okay, cool. Next game, can we have fun?
Dude, they do so much bullshit with this. Like the unbelievable part about this deck is so I was up against an Ava player while I was playing Alden, right?
My condolences.
I decked out before they did because they decked in a bunch to get triggers, and then they just fucking put all of their drop zone.
They recycle it back infinite, man.
It's so dumb. It's actually so dumb. Like this deck is a sin against humanity.
Oh yeah, dude. OG Ava, I don't have as much of a problem with OG Ava boring. I know OG Ava was like pretty strong at a point, especially when like, you know, different fight and stuff was trying to break it, but it doesn't have some of the obnoxious things that this era of Ava had. It didn't have Ermiger, that ignorant ass ride fixer. I mean, it makes Chaos's ride fixer look necessary by comparison. They hate that thing. They got Freezing Wave. They got access to like some crazy ass recursion tools as well. This deck became a perfect circle, man. It was insane.
That stupid Fluctuate Buster Barrage.
Fluctuate Buster Barrage, yeah. Although Freezing Wave always gets me. T 40,000 shield for no effort. What do you mean? What do you mean?
And Duck, and while I understand Duck saying that Defensive Roar is way worse, Freezing Wave is still stupid. Yeah,
like look, I get it too. Bounce back OT is crazy. Freezing Wave, you don't need, like, I would go up to Duck and I say, Duck, take Defensing Roar out of the equation real quick and tell me what else compares to Freezing Wave. Tell me anything else. And hell, bonus points if it's not a goddamn Regardless piece. Like, what the frick, man? We connected on that, dude. Screw Ava and screw everything about Ava. Hate that.
I did remember being very underwhelmed by Poison in Paradise. Like when Poison in Paradise came out, I do right now. I dislike regular Ava more than Poison in Paradise. But I'm not gonna change my answer because Poison in Paradise is the dumb stuff they did
it's
right
the
now.
Bitch that's there from turn 3 onwards, man. You see, Poison in Paradise to me is the only one of these that ironically felt like it was like waiting for the right skipper. Because it's just like a search effect, you know? It's like, it's not a finisher, like hardly at all. It's just, it's all about, consistency and convenience. Rather than like Soul Oratorio, you know?
They also combo because they would do Ava's act first and then they would right skip.
Yeah, which is really powerful. Which and admittedly, a few of them actually had like applications like that, right? Like going back on Chaos again, Chaos definitely had the application of using his axe skill to like help like facilitate your turbo and stuff. But then like probably my favorite was Tamayura, where Tamayura's whole beginning of like ride phase would go, and then you would just like evolve her, so you would get like the 15 persona front row thing still, and then like have that easier power up. Like that was a cool application, but still Ava, yeah, ignorant. Yeah, hide your tits. I hate your tits.
I love her tits. It's the best part about her.
Might have to be like the only good thing about her is her freaking lock hair loopies.
Lock hair Lupis is also really good.
It's kind of cute.
Least
yeah.
favorite male Vanguard.
This is tough.
This one's hard.
Yeah. I mean, when either of you or me figure it out, just say it out and we'll go from there, because I don't think it needs to be a turn-based thing. Despite, like, horny male waifu mania, honestly, it's...
Isn't your least favorite Blackmire?
I guess, you know, actually, this is the perfect time to hate Blankmeyer. You're right.
Yeah.
Good. And no offense to you, obviously, although I would imagine if you had offense taken, you would have taken it a long time
I mean, I suggested it, so...
Yeah, go figure. That's very fair. Ignorant deck, absolutely ignorant. I can't gender Levidras, which is what actually gives me a chance to finally hate on this thing like it rightfully deserves. You have to be a piece of work to make me hate you about as much as Levidras and Imperio. You have to be especially piece of work to make me hate you more than Shiranui in Standard. Like crazy, dude. Shiranui's a third place. Shiranui hard stops at Blankmeyer. Honestly, cannot. It would be like Gojo's Infinity. It's approaching but never reaches my hatred for Blankmeyer. It's like an antithetical kind of thing.
That's fucking funny.
Right? It's like it's one of those decks that you hate to the point where you use it as the moniker of hatred itself, where it's like, you are a Blankmeyer light. Your ignorance is that of Blankmeyer. You know, it becomes my example.
That's messed up.
Yeah. Yeah, and the funniest thing is that I actually spend more time hating on Blankmeyer than I hate on Imperio, but I hate Imperio more slightly because for everything that I dislike about Blankmeyer, he at least felt legitimate. You know? He felt like, okay, this was a antagonistic force in Divines. It feels pretty epic. Good theme music. Suo's a great character. Kuon sucks ass, and this is a custom card. Yeah, all-time dislike. Still the anti-goat. Still the wimp. How apropos indeed, right? So, what's your hatred going to go to?
I'm trying to think of something that's not just Eugene again.
Can you maybe you can borrow from a deck I play, because you know that tends to be a good source of spite.
Well, your decks are a source of annoyance, but they're not enough to make me go, oh, I despise this thing.
Yeah, and also it's like least favorite is a pretty hard category, admittedly, you know? Like, that's an elite position.
You don't know what's surprising about all this? We actually managed to go throughout this whole tier list without mentioning Heart Luru or Gandiva even once.
Oh, good point, actually. Heart Luru is bad.
Although, if I remember correctly, Heart Luru is actually female, not male.
Yeah, it's a she. I think it's confirmed in the interaction with Ava that it's a she. Which... Yeah. Oh, do I hate Heart Luru more than... No. My hatred for Ava is legendary.
No, of course not.
Yeah.
No, of course not. Oh, man. These women really try to bring us the Vanguard space down. Maybe it's time to be more misogynistic.
I'm not gonna lie. I think our lists up to this point have been pretty misogynistic. Of yours especially are pretty guy focused. I'm noticing. I actually do have aside from you being forced by Lyrical because they lie when they say like men are in their school. I actually have my representation here.
Yeah.
Okay, man. So you've got a tough choice. I'm gonna start scrolling down this thing a little bit. Maybe if something catches your eye, we can stop it.
Honestly, I'm trying to not put Virgila in there again, to be honest, because that'd be weird. It'd be weird if it's in weirdly disliked and least favorite male Vanguard.
Oh, Grandpa Coral. Oh.
What's a deck that I genuinely despise? Trying to think of something. It's definitely not Shoujo Doji. I can tell you that much. I really like.
Why
Shoujo
is
Doji.
Fabricated Dragon here? This is a premium card.
You know what? Yeah, put Gandiva in there. Like actually.
Okay. Yeah, I mean Gandiva
Like-
really teared things up in a really terrible way. I got you, dude. That's not a bad shout at all.
Literally robbed Eugene of everything that he has to offer.
Yeah, you see, this is a good one because of the Eugene relations here. You know it's the worst Vanguard, but you're dedicated to it just to get sharded on by an objectively better deck in every category.
Yep. It's literally the same thing happening with Maelstrom. Like, if I could put Maelstrom here, I'd probably put Maelstrom, but I have Aquaforce bias, so I do like Maelstrom to a certain degree. So, yeah, no.
Yeah, but there's no apologies for Gandiva, for sure. Favorite...
Istate light or rest.
What about you?
Nirvana
This is getting easy at the end.
Put in Nirvana. Put in Nirvana.
Original chicken or...
Oh, Java.
yeah, because this is where the tits happen. Makes sense. Okay.
Yep, and then I put Bastion in there. Bastion, let's see, do I want to like Prime? I think I like Prime a little bit more.
That's fair. Hey, we hitting it, bro. Bastion Java. Youthberg Valsagata. We're hitting it. Okay, all-time favorite. The final, most illustrious category. All-time favorite.
You first. Actually?
No.
Okay.
It's in there. That's not even the right target, by the way.
So, of course, I have to put in Nirvana Java. It's the most positive feelings and happiness I have in this game is it's mostly associated with Java. I love her. I love her
And
mom.
this is our rivalry, dude. This was probably our biggest rivalry was Youth Java, followed pretty closely by some combination of, well, I don't know, Boff Sagata, and you know, we had a few iterations here and there, but man, again, this was it. This also means Overdress was our time, bro. Late Overdress and early Overdress was our time. Holy crap. Like,
But if you close
sets-
your eyes, does it almost feel like nothing changed at all?
And if you close your eyes,
Does it almost
always
feel like
feel
you've
like
been here
here before. How am I gonna be an optimist about this? How am I gonna be an optimist about this? Yeah, we're done for the day. The last thing I'm gonna do is I am going to record these to make sure that we have set here.
Yep.
Boom. Illustrious. Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, these had so much personality to them. They really bring up some kind of fun aspects as well. And what's kind of nice is, you know, we didn't do the character one. I mean, hell, we don't have time for it. It's really late. But it just passed midnight for me, which is crazy. I just said F off my own curfew today, but it was worth it. It was fun as hell. But because we did the villain tier list, we kind of got to talk about characters anyway, so screw it. It's got the whole complete package regardless. It's great.
I'm happy with this. I'm happy with
same
this.
here. It was fun as hell, man. I'm glad I did this with you.
I'm glad I did it with you as well. If
That sounds
I
so
like to do it
sexual.
with you all the time. If possible, I like to do it all the time. 24/7, 365.
Go easy on the contraception.
Until the bed breaks.
The bad breaks. Oh, you know. Oh man, they.
Sorry, I mean
always
bed,
come, dude.
not bad. I meant the
Oh.
bed.
Oh well, yeah, that completely changes the context. I would have accepted the bad breaks as an answer in that context. Holy crap, man. Yeah, this was good stuff. Hey guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this. This was like a 4-hour stream, but it was a really, really fun one. So if you guys like these more sort of like long form discussion streams with like filling out templates or doing tier lists or stuff like that, you know, maybe we can bring Nabs back on for one of these again, or even just do them solo with someone else and just, you know, have a good time, chillax. Shoot, I just kind of like chill in our like staff VC, so maybe like others can just kind of like hop in and out as they please or whatever. Kind of make it very open forum as it is. So, having said all that, thank you everyone who came on by for the night. Take care. God bless. See you in the next one.
See you next time.